Thomas Morstead has been very good in his deep kicks and touchbacks. Philadelphia sends the rookie out of Georgia, Brandon Boykin. Terrific return man to bring it back. A couple of teams playing with desperation on the eve of the election. Off we go from New Orleans, and Boykin won't return it. And the drive will start from the 20-yard line. So Johnny comes Michael Vick and this Philadelphia offense with the big names like Jackson, Backlund. Only 17 points a game thus far this year.
They got to block better. They've got some injuries up front, but they've been inconsistent. Just hasn't been good enough. They've got to start faster. They've been outscored 40-7 in the first quarter. I wouldn't be surprised if Andy Reid comes out aggressive early. Don't be surprised at all. They take a shot right here on the first play of the game.
We begin with Clay Harbor, the backup tight end in the backfield and motioning out. On first down, there is Vick loading up and taking that shot downfield, and it's incomplete. Well covered. They went right after Patrick Robinson, who has struggled, John, mightily for the Saints this year.
It's a good call. Patrick Robinson has struggled with an exclamation point. That time, a full play action pass, and they use Deshaun Jackson on a deep angle, and Robinson showed his first-round talent there, a man that has really struggled in previous weeks.
Much like that Monday nighter in Washington in 2010, when the Eagles opened with a shot play, a big play, and scored 59 on the Redskins. Second down, second pass attempt for Vick, and it's complete. First down yardage regained by Jackson. And Deshaun will get 18 out of it. Shown the sideline by Jabari Greer at the 38.
Missed tackles continue to plague the New Orleans Saints. That time Roman Harper fails to wrap up Deshaun Jackson on this over route. Watch Harper come in here, miss the tackle, and Deshaun Jackson is off to the races. Big first down for Philadelphia. Simple over route on the backside of a naked bootleg, and the New Orleans Saints, Vilma, Harper must tackle better.
And Vick adjusted to LaShawn McCoy's first run. No gain, pushed out of bounds. Yards, they've come by the tons against this New Orleans defense. The most yards allowed in the first 7 games of a season in the history of the NFL was 475 per game.
Important that they get some confidence early in this game. They need to get off the field immediately. And it all starts with eliminating big plays. They were gashed 9 times for 20 yards or more last week against Denver. It's important they get off the field now.
As the familiar face is Steve Spagnuolo, former Eagles assistant for 8 years, new defensive coordinator for New Orleans this year. McCoy running left, about the 42-yard line. John, you spent time as an assistant coach with Andy Reid over your days. The first 15 plays are often talked about. What are the Eagles trying to accomplish in the first 15 here?
Well, first of all, you want to get a first down, get your offense in rhythm. You'd like to feature your best players. You've seen McCoy carry the ball. You've seen Deshaun Jackson catch it. You want high percentage throws. And don't be surprised if there's a gadget or another shot play early. Andy Reid loves that to establish his aggressive style.
The rookie Bryce Brown is the back on 3rd and 6. And the Saints rush 3, and the throw is complete for the first down to Clay Harbor. So Harbor didn't play much in the last game. His 9th reception of the season. 3rd year now in the NFL for Harbor.
Harbor's a good receiver. They like to use he and Brent Selleck together. That time he beats Curtis Lofton on a simple stick route to the outside. Watch him flash his eyes. He sees the ball leave Michael Vick's hands. Big 3rd down conversion.
Shy of midfield, Michael Vick. Over the middle, and let's see, no signal yet, incomplete. That's right, Brent Selleck, the intended receiver. Now a conversation between the two officials to confirm the call on the ground.
This might be a challenge. Selleck runs right down the seam again against Curtis Lofton. That's the matchup Andy Reid's looking for. Good call on a no catch. But Lofton is a very good linebacker in base situations. Teams have attempted to spread the Saints defense out and create space matchups with the tight end against Curtis Lofton, and look for Philadelphia to continue to work Selleck inside against Curtis Lofton, the former Falcon.
A lot of pressure brought by New Orleans. Vick hit as he throws sideline. Macklin incomplete. Rules that he was out when he finally got it. Cameron Jordan, second year out of Cal, made the push inside on Vick.
When you blitz Michael Vick, you have to contain him. This time you're going to see a cross dog coming right up the middle. But New Orleans does a nice job containing Vick in the pocket. You see the lick that Vick takes late from Jonathan Casillas and Cam Jordan. Good pressure.
See linebackers there. Not atypical for the Saints. 3rd and 10. Vick is trying to get the ball, trying to call timeout. And let's see if the referee, Clete Blakeman, gives him the timeout first.
Philadelphia takes their first timeout prior to the snap.
Just under 3 minutes gone by. Opening drive of the game. Philly, 3rd and 10.
Alan. Yes. David Baker from the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Oh my gosh. The class of 2021 could be the greatest ever. Go online now to get your Hall of Fame exclusive enshrinement gear. Shop exclusive class of 2021 gear at ProFootballHOF.com.
Shop exclusive class 21 gear, baby.
When I first saw Turtle, my heart was full. Now anything but lonely.
We have this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet,
We discover
they're a little bit of a lot of things,
but they're all pure love.
Patrick Claybom here with this NFL Network up-to-the-minute update. When healthy, running back James Conner was the workhorse in Pittsburgh for the past 3 seasons, but now in the Valley of the Sun, he will have some help in the backfield, and he's looking forward to it. Conner telling On the Fly with Lisa Matthews that he's looking forward to teaming up with Chase Edmonds. Conner says the duo can be one of the best in the league, and that he and Edmonds are going to feed off of each other and, quote, keep this thing rolling. Wide receiver Golden Tate's still a free agent, but he has a list of 3 teams that he wouldn't mind joining. Tate telling SiriusXM NFL Radio he would love to go to the Titans, Colts, or Rams with his former quarterback, Matthew Stafford. Tate also saying he likes the entire NFC West as well. And Vikings 6th-round draft pick Jalen Twyman injured in a shooting in Washington, D.C. Monday night. His agent, Drew Rosenhaus, says Twyman was an innocent bystander in a car and was shot 4 times. He is expected to make a full recovery.
This man was picking up the defense with the Giants. Eagles before that. Steve Spagnuolo was the St. Louis Rams head coach, now here in New Orleans.
Very creative blitz coach, especially on 3rd and long situations. Haven't been able to use a lot of these blitzes because they haven't gotten offenses into 3rd and long, but here they come.
Eagles go 3 wide. Bringing Stanley Havili, the fullback, to help pick up any pressure. He does. They still get to Vick, and his throw for Jason Avant is caught for the first down. A good job by Avant and Vick. Gain of 14.
Got 8 New Orleans Saints on the line of scrimmage, and Sean McCoy does a nice job picking up the blitz, but Michael Vick hangs in the pocket, finds Avant on an inside breaking route. How about that throw? They bring one more than you have in protection. You have to beat the blitz with the throw. This will be reviewed.
Yep, and challenge flag thrown by Joe Vitt. And it was a giveaway with the rubber pellets that are underneath this artificial surface. And Joe Vitt threw the challenge flag, and looks like it's one New Orleans will win. Second game, Joe Vitt is the head coach for the Saints. Get a look at it down there, and they'll look at it in replay.
Shaq? Remember you were telling us to check out the General for car insurance, and we all thought you were losing it, so we left you deep in the woods? Turns out you were right about the General. I just misjudged them based on their commercials. They're actually a quality insurance company that's been saving people money for nearly 60 years.
I'm pretty sure I said all of that.
I bet. Let's get out of here.
5 more minutes. My skunk is almost done.
Ooh, is that what I smell?
For a great low rate and nearly 60 years of quality coverage, make the right call and go with the General.
Our life as a family revolves around football.
Being a football kid, I believe, is just being a leader.
And as parents, we have to look at our children and say, okay, we can see what's in you, and it's our job to help bring that out of you.
My daughter joined this team, and she didn't know anyone, and they're a mini little family.
And then seeing it come to play on the field, it's a beautiful feeling.
Great parties start by recycling the new Ball Aluminum Cup. In about 60 days, the recycled aluminum can return as part of other infinitely recyclable, lightweight yet sturdy cups. Bringing out the best in cold drinks and lifting up any get-together. So enjoy, reuse just a few times if you like, and then recycle the new Ball Aluminum Cup because the party starts here. Find out where you shop for paper and plasticware in your local retail store.
What is that?
When it comes to leaf blowers, size matters.
The Leaf King! The Leaf King! Yes, 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 yes!
Same goes for your law firm. Morgan & Morgan.
Going big?
America's largest injury law firm.
That was awesome.
I may have spoke too soon as we went to break. Got another look at that. I want to bring in Jerry Austin, twice the Super Bowl referee. Man, was actually under the hood.
Well, the first thing I see is both hands on the ball before the ball touches the ground. You can make an argument that's a completion, and the ball touching the ground is a completed pass touching the ground.
Is there enough there to say that that pass is complete? Even though it hits the ground and the rubber pellets come up as he drags the ball on the ground?
I think there's enough there to say it's complete, but I don't know that this referee will make it that way.
Okay, here's Cleve Blakeman, the referee.
After review of the play, the receiver locked in the catch. The ruling on the field is confirmed. New Orleans will be charged with a first timeout.
Jerry, I know what you saw, and I agree, and thank you. That's why you're here. But I got to tell you, this is where this is getting ridiculous. If the ball hits the ground, it can't be a catch. Not like, I mean, did you see the ground come up, John?
Yeah, I used to coach for a living. You got to get over it, get back to the game. But I'll tell you what.
Come on, was that a catch?
No, it wasn't a catch.
Thank you. I know by rule it was, but you ask 50 people in a bar, was that a catch or not a catch? They'd probably say it wasn't a catch. All right. So they're at the 39, and the drive stays alive, and New Orleans loses a timeout there. They cannot earn a third challenge. Bryce Brown is the running back. Vilma gets right through the hole. Couldn't get to Brown, but off the corner, Malcolm Jenkins, the safety, makes the play and limits the game.
Steve Spagnuolo. It's a gap on the weak side. He's unaccounted for. And you're going to see Malcolm Jenkins come off your left side and make a beautiful open field tackle. I like the aggressive style that the New Orleans Saints have come out here with defensively tonight. Good to see Vilma back in black.
They're being more aggressive tonight than they have been the last few games?
A lot more.
After the gain of one, LeSean McCoy looking for space, only a couple of yards. How about the last 3 games for LeSean McCoy? 53 yards rushing, 22 yards rushing, 45 yards rushing. What's happened with McCoy?
Hard to believe. I think it's a combination of things. They're not playing Jones Junior High, Mike. They've played some really good defensive teams, the Atlanta Falcons, the Pittsburgh Steelers. They have to block better. There's a lot of inexperience up front, and they've played some good teams.
Still the opening drive of the game for the Eagles, with a couple of third down conversions already. Vick hit. Pressure came up the middle, but a marker down as Martez Wilson came in with the contact.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Hit to the head of the quarterback, number 95 of the defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
It is on the man who made the sack. You could hear the helmet-to-helmet contact that was called.
These are backbreakers. They're using Martez Wilson as an inside pass rusher to get more speed on the field, and he beats Kelly like a drum. Second time right guard Kelly has been beaten badly. It looked like he ducked into that foul. I can see the Saints' frustration on their sidelines. The catch by Avant, the personal foul, too big. Calls by the officials early in this game.
Drive stays alive at the 27-yard line. Vick on play action. Scrambling, nowhere to go. And Broderick Bunkley was inactive last week against the Broncos. John, we're seeing a lot of what we've seen all year. Michael Vick taking direct hits.
Yeah, and he's not going to last very long. That time it's a bootleg. They're trying to bring him back to his throwing side. You're going to see the lineman pull, but Michael Vick is under immediate pressure from Will Smith. They contain him well. He's taken 4 big hits in this opening series. That's got to stop.
Second and 13. 10 players at the line for New Orleans. All coming. Ball spit out on the hit by Cameron Jordan. Vilma dives for it, but it's recovered by Todd Harrimans of the Eagles. A huge loss back into Philly territory.
I don't know how this protection system works, but they're going to need some audibles, or they're going to need to take some timeouts, because the Arizona Cardinals buried Michael Vick with double A-gap pressure a few weeks ago, and they're bringing it again tonight. That time, Jonathan Vilma not touched. You see Cameron Jordan, number 94. They're getting to Michael Vick with 2-3 defenders every time he takes a snap.
By Vick able to grab the players who was going for the ball, it may have saved a touchdown. Going the other way, a scoop and score. 3 consecutive sacks gives you third and a third of the field. Little shotgun draw with McCoy. But despite a couple of calls that did not go the Saints' way, Philadelphia, after about 6.5 minutes, will have to punt the ball.
And Michael Vick better go see Howard Mudd, the offensive line coach, and get some answers, because Steve Spagnuolo has made his point perfectly clear. He's coming after the Philadelphia Eagle quarterback tonight.
So Lance Moore is back deep. We mentioned Darren Sproles at the very top, the outstanding all-purpose player for New Orleans, out with a broken hand. Saints tell us he did that in the game last week against Denver. They find out till Monday. Pressure off the edge, but Mac McBriar gets it away. And it's a touchback. New Orleans will take over the 20. A 14-plate drive with a punt at the back end. Rarely do you see that. And we've seen a lot of this year. Vick getting pummeled.
If you want to be a winner, then get a turkey footlong from Subway. That's oven-roasted turkey, piled high with crisp veggies on freshly baked bread. So let's get out there and get those footlongs.
Now at Subway, buy 1 footlong in the app and get 150% off. Subway, eat fresh.
Did you know that Geico's whole 15 minutes thing, that came from me? Really? My first idea was, in 1/4 of an hour, your savings will tower over you, figuratively speaking. But that's not catchy, is it? It's not going to swim about in your brain. So I thought, what about 15 minutes, 15%? Serendipity.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Protect your pet this flea and tick season with Chewy.
Find everything from flea collars and sprays to prescriptions that keep pests away. Chewy has what you need to keep tails wagging and pets itch-free all season long. Shop pet prescriptions and more at chewy.com today.
This house is 8 times our budget, but look. Thank you, spontaneous me. Yes, negative me. It's on an island. We'll drown. No, we won't. You will drown. Guys, it's 1 a.m. Bedtime. Whoa! Okay, one more. Okay, one more.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Hey, what's up? This is Cam Jordan from the New Orleans Saints. I'm taking over NFL Network and dedicating this day to my dad, Steve Jordan.
Steve Jordan with a big play.
I'm sharing some of my most memorable games.
Let's go! Masters wrangle from behind Cam Jordan.
My dad's biggest moments.
Unbelievable. Show of athletic.
Regulator, mount up. So come watch with me. NFL Players Choice, only on NFL Network. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there.
We're all here for football.
Welcome to the party, my friends.
Your team.
With the first pick.
Our team.
Such an exciting time for a fan.
Every team.
I have some of that.
We're all here for it. NFL Network. We're here for football.
14-play drive, no points, and ending up in a punt. You don't see that very often, right? Well, hasn't happened this year in the NFL. Last time it happened, Arizona did it for 16 plays last year. So, after a long wait, after being introduced, Drew Brees and this New Orleans offense takes over. And he's thrown a touchdown pass in 50 straight games, the National Football League record that he set in this building about a month ago. Handoff, Mark Ingram, nowhere to go as Cullen Jenkins walks right in with Trent Cole for a loss of 5.
Wow, the Saints go to Charles Brown, an extra tight end, to run the football, and Mark Ingram has no chance. Watch Trent Cole. He beats Charles Brown easily to the inside. That's not how you want to start the game.
Chris Ivory checks in as the running back. And the play is killed for a false start.
False start. Offense, number 85. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
And a poor start for Brees in this offense. Sproles out with the hand injury. And as we said at the very beginning, rare poor offensive performance in Denver for this crew.
Well, I think they need to run the ball to help their defense. They're only getting 26 minutes of possession time, and their defense is out there too long. They also have to sustain some drives. Too many 3-and-outs. And they were 1 for 12 on third down last week against the Broncos. That won't get it.
Second and 18. Drew Brees, first throw caught by Jimmy Graham. It's back near where the drive started at the 21-yard line. Graham has a nagging ankle injury, but it's Sproles. You see that hand that was all bandaged up, broken, had surgery. Out 4 to 6 weeks. Didn't hear about that injury until later on in the week, and that's a significant impact. What is missing without Darren Sproles?
Well, not only his playmaking, but the threat of Darren Sproles. He changes the way you call a game from a defensive standpoint because linebackers can't cover Darren Sproles.
Eagles defense hopping around. 3rd and 9. Brees, pressure, got away from Trent Cole. Takes a shot down the field for Lance Moore. Holds on with a flag down at the 41-yard line. Assuming it'll stand, it's a gain of 38.
Unbelievable. Todd Bowles, the defensive coordinator, calls the perfect blitz. The automatics to an all-out blitz against an empty backfield set, and Trent Cole misses Drew Brees.
Pass interference. Defense, number 22. Penalties declined. Yardage is good for a first down.
You talk about getting there and making the sack. They're not going to block the left defensive end. They got a double A gap blitz. Trent Cole is clean. And Drew Brees dips that inside shoulder. Unbelievable play by Brees.
So from 2nd and 18, they pick up the first down, and Brees incomplete. Try to swing it out to Pierre Thomas.
You know, this no-back offense is a huge part of the Saints' success. Nobody does it better. No backs. They give 5 receivers free releases, and you have to have a plan as a defensive coach how you're going to deal with it. Are you going to play maximum zone, or are you going to come after it? That time the Eagles blitzed it. They had the right play called, and Trent Cole didn't get it done.
Count for the 41, put it in the belly of Pierre Thomas up the middle. Nice run for about 7 yards for Thomas.
Pierre Thomas had a lot to do with the New Orleans Saints winning a world championship a couple years ago, Mike. He picks up blitzes. He runs routes. He's an outstanding runner. He can run in the I formation, shotgun. It doesn't matter. To have a man like Pierre Thomas on your football team when Darren Sproles goes down is a real luxury for the New Orleans Saints.
Third and short. Breeze over the middle, incomplete. Intended for Jimmy Graham, being blanketed by Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie. So the Eagles do what they couldn't do last week in the opening drive, stop the offense on third down.
I think Jimmy Graham's got to make this play. It's a basic cross, 12 to 14 yards. He breaks inside. Ball's thrown slightly behind him. But Jimmy Graham made every one of those catches last year. He's been a little inconsistent catching the football. That sets up Hartley for a long-range field goal.
Need a 53-yarder at Carolina. And Garrett Hartley out of Oklahoma tries this from 52. And it's wide left. So both teams moved the ball, had opportunities, but no points. Just about 10 minutes in, opening quarter.
Hey, you got any left-handed footballs?
Walter Payton, what explosion up the middle that way.
As we're breaking the huddle, he's like, Dwight, be ready.
You can't turn your back on number 7. We'll give them all this, baby. Devin Hester, all the way.
The Bears are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
Handoff Smith, big hole at right tackle. Emmitt Smith's taking it all the way.
I got news for you, buddy. We're going to win the game, I guarantee it.
Talon. Yes. David Baker from the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Oh my gosh. The class of 2021 could be the greatest ever. Go online now to get your Hall of Fame exclusive enshrinement gear. Shop exclusive class of 2021 gear at ProFootballHof.com.
Shop exclusive class 21 gear, baby.
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now I'm anything but lonely.
We have this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet,
we discover
they're a little bit of a lot of things,
but they're all pure love.
Second drive for Michael Vick and the Eagles. First drive, a lot of what we've seen this season for Vick and the Eagles.
He got hit 5 times in his first 9 passes. Cameron Jordan beats Kelly at right guard. Dunlap misses a block. Kelly again right up the middle. Michael Vick isn't going to take many more of these hits. And Howard Mudd, the offensive line coach, is not at all happy with his young center, Dallas Reynolds. Remember, when you have a young center that you go to at the midpoint of the season, defenses are going to challenge him with a lot of looks that he hasn't put on a card and practiced all week. So far, the Saints are getting after this Eagle offensive line.
Start from the 42 and swing out to Deshaun Jackson. Jason Avant blocking downfield on a gain of 5. John, Michael Vick, for this entire season, so much talked about. We visited with him in the preseason and talked about the anticipation. I feel like there were stop signs for Michael Vick. Don't turn it over. Don't get it hurt. Don't get hurt. But what's resulted in, they're just not turning it loose the way they are when they're effective.
Hard to do. A lot of quick passes given these circumstances.
Run with McCoy. A nice move by LaShawn McCoy. into Saints territory in a first down gain of 8.
That time, Michael Vick does a great job audibling to a strong side stretch play. Here's a corner blitz, a linebacker blitzing off the weak side. Mike Vick says, let's run as far away from that blitz as we can. Nice job by Vick, sensing the pressure, good adjustment on the sideline. I think Vick anticipates the game plan of the Saints now. He's going to be looking for one-on-one matchups and audibles.
Decent amount of Bryce Brown here in the first quarter. A nice cut by Brown. There goes the rookie out of Kansas State. Inside the 20, inside the 10, and it's first and goal for the Eagles as Bryce Brown gets his longest NFL run, a gain of 40.
DeSean Jackson with a nice block. And if you're going to blitz us up the middle, we're going to toss the ball to the outside. DeSean Jackson, number 10, is going to enter your screen, make a nice block, and it's just good cutback running by Bryce Brown. Excellent play selection by Philadelphia. They get hurt with the inside blitz. 2 outside runs have the Eagles in a first and goal.
Eagles in the red zone where too often they've settled for field goals this year. McCoy left, lost 2.
This is the area of the field that the New Orleans Saints have showed a lot of all-out blitzing. Look for Andy Reid to try to isolate one of his receivers or his tight end, Brent Selleck. But Steve Spagnuolo is known for not just blitzing down here in the tight red zone. He's known for bringing everybody he has.
You see their failures in the opening quarter, and on that touchdown drive against Baltimore, they took over at the 15-yard line of the Ravens. It wasn't really even a drive. Pressure shown by the Saints. Pressure comes. Vick puts it up, deflected and intercepted. Along the sideline, it's Patrick Robinson, who got a block, and Robinson is gone. It'll be 99-yard touchdown.
Exactly.
The flag back here at the 28-yard line, around where the block was occurring around Michael Vick.
How many times can Philadelphia turn the ball over in the tight red zone of their opponent? All-out blitz. Vick looks for his tight end, Selleck, and another catastrophe.
And off the hand of Selleck to Robinson, who was just waiting, and took it down the sideline. Now, Michael Vick got involved in the post-play, trying to make a block, or make a tackle, I should say. That's what Clete Blakeman and his officiating crew are talking about here. Side Judge Greg Meyer in the most conversation with Blakeman. As you watch it, here's the call.
After the interception, personal foul, low block against the offense, number 7. That penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. The result of the play is a touchdown.
So it officially will go down as a 98-yard interception return for Patrick Robinson, who gave up a couple of touchdowns last week and 2 deep balls against Denver. And as Vick goes low trying to make the tackle, he's the one flagged. And the Saints have taken the lead.
Andy Reid has to be sick. 13 times the Eagles have turned the ball over in their opponent's territory. Hard to overcome those.
There you see it has always been the story of this year, the mistakes, turnovers that get credited to Vick, whether the fumbles or that pick in the red zone. Second red zone interception thrown. The extra point added by Garrett Hartley. It's one shy of the record. Darren Sharper had a 99-yard interception. I believe it against Favre and the Jets in here. This one goes 98, the longest interception return in the NFL this year for Patrick Robinson. 7-0, New Orleans.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzz warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
This is NFL Total Access.
Nobody has the National Football League covered like us.
Bears fans, this is one to get excited about.
We've got all the latest news.
Julio Jones is a done deal to Tennessee.
All the in-depth analysis.
His speed, he has good hands, he's going to fit a role.
They have a lot of balance. They're only going to get better.
And we've got it dialed in from coast to coast.
Woo, baby!
It's all your football needs, all in one place.
Holy smoke, forget about it!
NFL Total Access, tonight at 7 on NFL Network.
Well, Steve Spagnuolo's defense finally comes up with a big play. The touchdown return for Patrick Robinson. And in break, they went back to what we originally said. It is 99 yards on the interception return. So it does tie Darren Sharper for the longest in Saints history. And the most important thing for Philadelphia is they're in a 7-0 hole. And really, on their first two drives, looked like they were going to come away with points. Kicking from the 50 because of the penalty. Hartley Morstead just bangs it right through the uprights. No return.
Well, Steve Spagnuolo likes all-out blitz in the tight red zone. You're going to see Jenkins and you're going to see Harper apply the pressure. And Selleck, the tight end, is the primary receiver on a quick outside breaking route against the blitz. Ball thrown slightly to the outside. And when you have tip passes in the middle of the field, it's a problem. Here's Selleck working against Casillas. Ball needs to be thrown, obviously, a little bit better than that. I've never seen so many horrific plays in the tight red zone than I've seen from Philadelphia in the first half of this season.
So they're back at it. Vick from the 20. It's a 5-yard throw for Selleck. Incomplete. You mentioned all the turnovers. That's the 18th of the year, ties to third most in the league, and so many of them happening red zone or on the plus territory. You're inside the opponent's 50, and many of them have happened because of Vick fumbles or picks. And as you said there, John, it's a tip, it's a deflection, but you got to make a better throw because it's so packed in there with people. 21st play of this opening quarter. McCoy's got the edge. LaShawn McCoy made a nice extra move to stay in bounds and turn it into a gain of almost 14.
If you're going to blitz up the middle, you better have the perimeter part of your defense straight. You see Deuce Staley jawing with Malcolm Jenkins, and Todd Harriman's, the right tackle, is injured.
Well, his team that has already lost 3/5 of its starting offense sees the veteran in his 8th year, Todd Harriman, who's only missed one start in the last 3 years. Not looking very good as he's heading off the field.
Andy Reid can't bear to watch. When you lose one lineman, it's a problem. Here comes Demetrius Bell, who struggled at left tackle. Be interesting to see what they do with Bell. Will they move him to right tackle, or will they flip Dunlap over?
Harriman's is still limping off the field.
Here's Harriman's at right tackle, number 79 on the backside on this cutoff block. Take a look at his lower body. Right ankle.
We always focus so much on the left tackle, Michael Vick, a lefty, so that right tackle spot becomes increasingly important. Now manned by Demetrius Bell, has started 4 times this year. Look at the opening from McCoy. Again, another big run and a great cut. McCoy with a flag down, comes down at the 31-yard line. 2 flags come down, which could eat into a 31-yard gain.
Jeremy Maclin may be guilty downfield blocking. Philadelphia's ripping New Orleans with their running game right now.
Illegal block in the back. Offense, number 18. 10-yard penalty. Still enough for a first down.
Maclin downfield.
Well, they run the stretch play. They use Deshaun Jackson on the ghost over the top. Let's see what Maclin did downfield. Very good call.
He sounded very confident. He sold that.
Yeah.
He sold that.
Everything looks like a penalty in this high-speed slow-mo, Mike.
Harriman's in a great deal of pain. As the training staff looks at him, Bryce Brown is back in there at running back. He had a huge run on the last drive. And he bounces it to the outside. John, the Saints defense, they're giving up huge runs in this opening quarter.
Well, Michael Vick is running the ball with audibles. That time he sees the strong safety down. He checks to a weak side run, and Bryce Brown continues to pound. Nice job by Havili, the fullback, and Bryce Brown has got some strong lower body parts. I like the way this young back is hammering it up inside.
Eagles have already run for 100 yards against the Saints in this first quarter. McCoy trying to dance away from Jonathan Vilma, but could not. And a loss of a yard as the quarter comes to an end.
Boy, it's great to see Vilma back. Johnny Vilma's had the bounty issue we know about. He's also had a serious knee problem. Had no offseason, no training camp, no preseason. He's learning a new defense. He comes back, and Curtis Lofton is playing his middle linebacker position. But here is a real New Orleans Saint. Great leader of this football team.
End of the quarter, dominated by the Eagles, but led by the Saints.
It feels so good to be cared for. Back up now, just a little more. The feeling someone's always there, just to show how much they care. The feeling you're not alone. Now she's a part of your home, with so much to protect each day. Caring goes a long, long way. Nationwide is on your side.
From had to buy every tool, Dan?
Honest question. Do you know what this does?
To making the most of his gym membership, Dan.
I'm here for moral support. You're doing great, Tammy.
The new City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to where your spending is trending.
Small decisions make a world of difference. IKEA.
At Domino's, we're more than just classic hand-tossed pizza for $7.99. We're hearty handmade pan crust, tasty gluten-free crust, foldable Brooklyn-style crust, and crunchy thin crust, too. Carry out 3-topping pizzas on any of Domino's 5 crusts for $7.99 each.
How powerful is an Invisalign smile?
Who's ready to
So powerful, you can face anything, even these faces. Invis is a powerful thing. Invis is the clear aligner brand most trusted by doctors and more predictable. Invisalign.
Tonight, I'll be eating a falafel wrap with sweet potato fries. Thanks.
Splitsies?
Oh, you meant the food, didn't you?
T-Mobile is the leader in 5G. Switch today and unleash the power of 5G with the iPhone 12. T-Mobile, the leader in 5G.
Our life as a family revolves around football.
Being a football kid, I believe, is just being a leader.
And as parents, we have to look at our children and say, okay, we can see what's in you, and it's our job to help bring that out of you.
My daughter joined this team, and she didn't know anyone, and they're a mini little family.
And then seeing it come to play on the field, it's a beautiful feeling.
We initially had someone else come out and do our roof. Unfortunately, it was not done up to par. We went with Culp Roofing because I love this house and so does my family, and we want it taken care of right. The guys from Culp Roofing were absolutely very friendly, very professional. When they came out and did the quote, I was actually quite surprised. It wasn't anything super expensive. They stripped the whole roof and redid all the shingles, new nails, new stripping, everything, and they cleaned up immaculately. Had we had them initially come out with Culp Roofing, it would have cost less to do it right the first time.
This summer, Peacock's got the biggest movies at no extra cost for Xfinity customers.
Yay!
Just say Peacock Movies into your Xfinity voice remote to get access to the best movies, streaming exclusively on Peacock.
Exciting, isn't it?
I will be watching you.
And with new award-winning movies every week that are Rotten Tomatoes approved, you'll always have something to watch.
Whoa.
So break out the popcorn.
Who's hungry?
Because this summer, you can't not watch. Just say Peacock Movies into your Xfinity voice remote and start streaming movies all summer long.
Last quarter ended with a Jonathan Vilma tackle. Think you know the story. Suspended for the season initially for his alleged role as one of the leaders in that bounty scandal that happened from 2009 through 2011. This is his third game he's playing while the appeals process plays out. It's now in the hands of the courts and former NFL Commissioner Paul Tagliabue. Remember, Roger Goodell, the current commissioner, recused himself from the appeal hearing, and that hearing with Paul Tagliabue should happen in the next couple of weeks, targeting a date of 2 weeks from now. As with the confusion and the substitutions made there, the clock is stopped and the officials are sorted out. But Paul Tagliabue today, by the way, denied the motion to recuse himself, so he's still going to be the next person to have a voice heard in the hearing. You know, Vilma still has civil litigation pending against the commissioner, Roger Goodell, the NFL. And I asked him, why does he continue to do that as this goes on? And he said, it's very simple. I want my good name back. Vilma has a 2-year-old daughter, and he said, his quote was, I don't want her to hear about the bounty scandal and suspension when my name's mentioned. I want her to hear what's been said about me for many years. I'm a smart, hardworking quarterback of the defense who's been a great player and a great guy in this league. Clete Blakeman, the official, gets everything sorted out here as the Eagles are over by their huddle. I mentioned that hearing going to happen in a couple of weeks. November 20 is the date that Paul Tagliabue has set. It's a very complex situation away from football. And for Vilma and Breeze, the leaders in this team, they've certainly had to bear the weight of that. We're not here to talk about who's guilty, what happened exactly. But when you look at this football team, the impacts are shown in some of these individuals, including a guy like Vilma. He's back on the field, as we said, for his third game here tonight. The timeout is charged to the Eagles. It's 3rd and 3. As Vic throws, it's complete, but a good wrap-up tackle by Vilma on Clay Harbor denies the first down.
That's the Jonathan Vilma I know. He's one of my favorite players. I studied him at Miami, Florida. He's been the same kind of player for as long as I can remember. This time they pick up the blitz, Philadelphia does, and Vilma rallies to his coverage and makes the tackle for no gain. 4th down, and Philly's going for it. Expect Michael Vick to use his legs in this situation. Andy Reid loves to throw the football in 4th and 1.
From the 38, they'll run it. McCoy gets out of the would-be tackle by Harper. Into the secondary again. And LaShawn McCoy with a jump at the 5 is taken down after a gain of 33 yards.
And it should be a gain of no yards. Roman Harper, Jabari Greer, both with opportunities to stop LaShawn McCoy. And man, is he running hot. Right off the right side, Harper's got a shot. Watch, Jabari Greer's got a chance. That's just bad tackling. 3 missed tackles. And if you don't wrap up with Sean McCoy, he will rip you. Great run by LaShawn McCoy.
He has 90 rushing yards already. A minute and a half into the second quarter. He needs a break. Bryce Brown is in. He has almost no gain. Lisa Salters has an update on the sideline. Lisa.
Hey, Mike, another blow for the Eagles offensive line. Todd Harriman's injured just a short while ago. Went back to the back for x-rays. They're calling it an ankle/foot injury. His return is doubtful.
So Harriman's down, Lisa. As we mentioned earlier, Jason Kelce, the center, is out. The other starting offensive lineman on the right side, Danny Watkins, out with the ankle injury. And John mentioned Jason Peters before.
Better be ready for blitz. This is where Spagnuolo got him the last time.
At the 4, Vick shovel pass McCoy. No gain.
Well, Michael Vick presents the illusion that he's going to sprint to his left and throw the football. They're trying to get the linebackers to flow, and they'll pull the backside guard and just shovel it to the halfback. But Curtis Lofton, Casillas, they're having none of this. And once again, number 67, the right guard, young Dennis Kelly's having a hard time blocking New Orleans Saints.
Third and goal, Vick. End zone, no for Jackson with Roman Harper in the way.
Trying to get Deshaun Jackson on a quick short post inside the 5-yard line, and it's awfully tight. Michael Vick tries to stick it in there, but it's good defense by New Orleans. Watch Deshaun break across number 24, Corey White's face. Not much real estate to throw that pattern inside the 5. Good red zone defense. That's twice for New Orleans.
Alex Henry, second year out of Nebraska. Short field goal attempt, 22 yards. And he knocks it through. The Saints have only had the ball for 2.5 minutes. If they have the lead because of a red zone turnover. At that time, first and goal at the 5 on the drive. The first and goal at the 4. But they couldn't get it to Jackson.
I've travelled all over the country talking about saving with Geico. But that's the important bit, isn't it? Showing up, saying, hello, fancy a nice chat. And then we talk like two old friends about sticky buns and all the savings you could get by bundling your home and car insurance. But here's the real secret. Eye contact. Do you feel that? We just had a moment. Who'd have thought it?
Geico. Save even more when you bundle home and car insurance.
These aren't your normal nachos. Nuh-uh. With double the seasoned beef and a large drink for just $5, it deserves a name with some oomph. Something grand. Or grande. It's the $5 grande nachos, only at Taco Bell.
At Loan Depot, we know home means everything. We're at the ballpark, across the nation, and just down the street. Loan Depot. Home purchase, home refinance, and the official mortgage provider of Major League Baseball.
We haven't seen much Drew Brees. No. Game started about an hour ago. We saw Drew Brees for like 2 minutes, and he's been on the bench.
I'm sure Drew Brees is thrilled that his defense has made a big contribution in this first quarter.
Travaris Cadet fills the role of Sproles as the kick return man. And here comes the rookie Cadet. They'll bring it out to the 23-yard line, John.
Saints defense has got to handle the running game better, the Eagles. Watch Deshaun Jackson on the ghost, and Curtis Lofton is taking his eyes off of the running play and looking at Deshaun, and they get hurt bad with a stretch play. There's no one there. Then just count the missed tackles. 1. Cutback, there's 2. Another cutback, there's 3 missed tackles. You're going to see a 4th and a 5th. 5 missed tackles, that won't cut it. They've given up 140 yards rushing and only 3 points. Hard to believe.
You see only 6 plays in 2.5 minutes. This is the second possession for Brees and the Saints. And it begins with a Chris Ivory run across the 30-yard shy of the first down, and the fans react.
I'm one of the fans. I've been waiting for Chris Ivory. Everybody's talking about Ingram and the running play. Just slam this big 220-pound back right off the right side. He's got over 1,000 yards in his 2-year career here. I don't care if he's from Tiffin College or not, and he's backing up the Heisman Trophy winner, Mark Ingram. The best back should play, and I think Chris Ivory gives the Saints something they've been lacking.
First time he's touched it this year. Brees shot down the field, looking for Debris. Asamoah with the coverage.
The defensive coordinator, Todd Bowles, was talking about this action, this play action bomb protection that the Saints use. They slide the fullback across the formation, and they fake the ball to Ivory, and they generate a lot of down the field vertical offense. And they use their jets. And there's a great play by Nnamdi Asomugha, one of the corners we talked about in the pregame, Mike, that needs to step up. That time the veteran Cal Berkeley Bear did a great job.
Took the shot on second and short, and on third and short, the former Heisman winner, Mark Ingram, bowling forward for the first down at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, I think the Saints got to get excited about some 4, 5, and 6-yard runs. When they won their Super Bowl in 2009, they got after you with Mike Bell in a very strong, underestimated running game. And I think Mark Ingram, Chris Ivory, two downhill backs that'll really benefit by getting some carries. They just don't run the ball much here in New Orleans.
Well, they keep the extra offensive lineman Charles Brown out there. The blocking tight end. And first and 10, here is a back-to-back run, and it's Ingram. And he's running hard for the first down into Eagle territory.
There's the Heisman Trophy winner. He saw Ivory come in and steal his show. He said, put me back in the game. That time an inside zone. He cuts it back. He runs right over Nnamdi Asomugha. Watch him cut it back. Number 24 is going to show up on your right side. Take that, Asomugha. And he breaks another tackle, and he moves the pile. 5 Philadelphia Eagles it takes to stop Mark Ingram. That's why they traded up in the first round to get the former Heisman Trophy winner for runs like that.
The gain was 23. His play is just late getting to the line. Drew Brees, a full-service quarterback. His left guard, Ben Grubbs, lost his shoe. Brees untied it, got it ready for Grubbs to put on and block. Jimmy Graham's got him catch. Yard shy of the first down at the 30.
How'd you like to be David Sims? Starting your first game ever at the safety position. Nate Allen's out, and you got to play against Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here's just an outside breaking route. David Sims pressed into service, does a nice job making an open field tackle. Keep an eye on the young safety man.
First snaps at safety. Nate Allen out, hamstring injury. To the tight end, back to Graham in front of the linebacker Michael Kendricks. First down.
Well, Drew Brees has got it going now. If you give Drew Brees a running game and they get some kind of balance, they can be unstoppable. Just look at the numbers they put up in the last few years. It's an array of formations, personnel groupings. They change the tempo on a snap-by-snap basis, and Drew Brees will research the Eagle defense, and he will make sure that this offense runs a play into an optimum look. He won't waste the snap.
To Ivory, winding it back at the 15. Look at him hit it. Ivory touchdown.
There you go. That's what we talked about in the pregame, Mike. Drew Brees just needs a little bit of help. From his defense, check that off. And from his running game, double check. Mark Ingram and Chris Ivory just took it to the Philadelphia Eagles. That time a counter play. They love to run it to the right side behind Jari Evans. And look at Drew Brees. He sees the perfect look. He runs the counter back to the right side. Here comes his friend Ivory. And there's the safety we just talked about. Number 21, David Sims, who's going to have his hands full for the next 45 minutes.
Extra point, doinked in. Hartley almost missed that one over to the right. Chris Ivory, people were calling for him, making his season debut, making it count. 11-point lead for New Orleans.
These aren't your normal nachos. Nuh-uh. With double the seasoned beef and a large drink for just $5, it deserves a name with some oomph. Something grand. Or grande. It's the $5 Grande Nachos, only at Taco Bell.
America, it's always been the dream to get a job where you can rock a real boss suit. A tracksuit. Woo! Now that's flavor. Just like Smirnoff's Red, White, and Berry Seltzer. We should crack one of these open. Flavors on 100, sugars on 0.
Hey, Shaq. Oh, what up, fellas? Remember you were talking about the General being great insurance, and we disagreed with you. But we stopped letting you sit with us at lunch. I do. Well, turns out you were right. We just misjudged them based on their commercials.
They're actually a quality insurance company. Been saving people money for nearly 60 years.
That's what I've been telling you.
Can we sit with you?
Milton?
means no. For a great low rate and nearly 60 years of quality coverage, make the right call and go with the General.
If it looks like an F-150, tows like an F-150, hauls like an F-150, thinks like an F-150, and powers like an F-150, it must be an F-150 hybrid. The 2021 F-150 Power Boost Hybrid with 570 pound-feet of torque and 12,700 pounds of max available towing.
Hey, you got any left-handed footballs?
Walter Payton, what explosion up the middle that way.
As we're breaking the huddle, he's like, Dwight, be ready.
You can't turn your back on number 7. We'll give them all this back. Devin Hester, all the way.
The Bears are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
Handoff Smith, big hole at right tackle. Emmitt Smith's taking it all the way.
I got news for you, buddy. We're going to win the game, I guarantee it.
Patrick Claybon here with this NFL Network Up to the Minute update. A truly momentous day Monday for the NFL family. Raiders defensive lineman Carl Nassib became the first active NFL player in history to announce that he is gay. Nassib making the announcement on Instagram saying he finally feels comfortable getting it off his chest and that he has the best family, friends, and a job a guy can ask for. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell releasing a statement in support of Nassib saying, quote, the NFL family is proud of Carl for courageously sharing his truth today. Representation matters. We share his hope that someday soon statements like his will no longer be newsworthy as we march toward full equality for the LGBTQ plus community. We wish Carl the best of luck this coming season. In other news, former Giants QB Eli Manning back with the organization. He will participate in business operations as well as fan engagement roles. The team also announcing Manning will be inducted into the Giants Ring of Honor on September 26th.
Great folks at the American Red Cross were so instrumental down here post-Katrina and now doing their amazing work. Life-saving services, meals, shelter, mobilizing resources and workers nationwide after Superstorm Sandy up in the Atlantic. You can text Red Cross to 90999 or visit redcross.org. $10 donation. So many folks without power, as you've undoubtedly heard through the last week, as they continue to fight back and try to get some normalcy back in their lives. The folks here sympathize, and they have you in their thoughts as well. 14-3 Saints. Great weapon. Thomas Morstead, another unreturnable kick. Eagles back on the field. Saints have run 13 plays and have 14 points.
How powerful is an Invisalign smile?
Who's ready to
So powerful, you can face anything, even these faces. Invis is a powerful thing. Invis is the clear aligner brand most trusted by doctors and more predictable. Invisalign.
So then I said to him, you ought to customize your car insurance with Liberty Mutual, so you only pay for what you need. Hot dog or chicken? Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Talon. Yes. David Baker from the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Oh my gosh. The class of 2021 could be the greatest ever. Go online now to get your Hall of Fame exclusive enshrinement gear. Shop exclusive class of 2021 gear at profootballhof.com.
Shop exclusive class 21 gear, baby.
Domino's is testing driverless delivery powered by Neuro, and it's got someone back to their old habits. Avoid the Noid when you get any 2 or more medium 2-topping Domino's pizzas delivered for just $5.99 each.
At Fisher Investments, our clients know we have their backs.
How do your clients know that?
Because as a fiduciary, it's our responsibility to always put clients first.
So you do it because you have to?
No, we do it because it's the right thing to do. We help clients enjoy a comfortable retirement.
Sounds like a big responsibility.
One that we don't take lightly. It's why our fees are structured so we do better when our clients do better. Fisher Investments is clearly different.
Small decisions make a world of difference. IKEA.
Hey, what's up? This is Cam Jordan from the New Orleans Saints. I'm taking over NFL Network and dedicating this day to my dad, Steve Jordan.
Steve Jordan with a big play.
I'm sharing some of my most memorable games.
Let's go!
Masters wrangled from behind. Cam Jordan.
My dad's biggest moments.
Unbelievable show of athletic ability by Steve Jordan.
And the stories that have inspired me.
Regulator, mount up!
So come watch with me. NFL Players' Choice, only on NFL Network. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there.
Get out and have your voice heard tomorrow, Election Day 2012. Eagles have moved it well. Only 3 to show for it. And LaShawn McCoy already close to 100 yards in his first half, gains 5. That'll give him 95. So the opening drive was 14 plays, a couple of mistakes with penalties, and a big sack that forced a punt. Second drive turned into that interception of the pick 6. Last drive, a long drive, but a field goal as the red zone issues continue for Philly. Second and 5, Vic on the run. They're taking off for the first down as he gets past the 30-yard line.
That's a great job by Michael Vick. Philadelphia is trying to run a screen pass to LaShawn McCoy. And McCoy's not going to get out. I think Casillas just grabs McCoy, so there's nobody for Vick to throw the ball. Lofton grabs him, and Michael Vick says, I'll be the screening back and run it myself. That's good heads-up football by Vick. And McCoy's an outstanding receiver, Mike. We can't lose sight of that as this game unfolds.
28 catches this year. Tied with Brent Selleck, second on this team. Number 31, Vic's got space to fire, and it's complete. Clay Harbor has been a busy target. First down.
Andy Reid does a great job. Marty Morningwig, the offensive coordinator, with bunch formations. They're going to scatter 3 receivers out of here, and they're all going to go different directions. But good pass protection by this Eagle offensive line, and Mike Vick finally gets a chance to step up in the pocket and finish on his front foot. Good route, good protection, nice execution.
McCoy shy of midfield and over 100 yards. Sean McCoy only 120 rushing yards in the last 3 games. This guy was the all-pro running back in the NFL. He led the league with 20 overall touchdowns, 17 on the ground. But that offensive line you keep pointing out, all the hits Vick is taking, it's impacted McCoy's ability to get open spaces, but not tonight. Riley Cooper back from the collarbone injury. In the game as Bryce Brown seeks space and is stopped by Jabari Greer off the corner, and a late flag comes down as Broderick Bunkley, the former Eagle first-rounder, now with the Saints, is injured.
They're going to get Riley Cooper for a crack block here. He and Roman Harper going after each other.
Bunkley, big free agent contract here with New Orleans this year, was with Denver last year.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, blindside hit, offense, number 14, 15-yard penalty, still second down.
And we'll take time out to look at the injured Bunkley after the penalty on Cooper.
The big word in professional football is execution.
The game is over. The Green Bay Packers are the National Football League champions.
It was controlled chaos.
You never knew from one minute to the next whether or not he was going to explode.
See that? That's your IQ, buddy. 0.
I told you that we were going to do this, and I told you we were going to do this together.
If you gave us that inch of room to gain momentum, man, we were going to take it.
The Chiefs planted its flag on top of football's highest summit.
When I first saw Turtle, my heart was full. No, anything but lonely.
We had this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet,
we discover
they're a little bit of a lot of things,
but they're all pure love.
I'm David Collado, president and co-owner of Happy Howie's Dog Treats. We make all-natural dog treats, and we're growing really fast. So fast, we were maxing out production. That's why I chose the Spark Cash Card from Capital One, because I earn unlimited 2% cash back on everything I buy. Last year, I redeemed $21,000 in cash back. Seriously, $21,000, which I use for new equipment so we can feed even more dogs. Thanks to my Spark Card, we're in over 4,000 stores across the country. What's in your wallet?
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
My mother was always very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual, and she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn, and she wasn't even really sure where she was at. It was very unsettling for her.
I felt so much better after my son told me, "Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you and we'll figure it out."
I owed a lot of money to the IRS, almost $15,000. I tried to make payments. When Optima Tax got involved, the calls would stop, the threats would stop. It was easy like 1, 2, 3. It was just easy. I owed $15,000. I only had to pay $3,500, and now my debt is clean. I don't owe anything. If you have a tax problem, you need to call Optima Tax now.
For a free consultation, call 800-711-1815.
Optima Tax Relief.
Baby's cold.
When it comes to blankets,
Thank you.
size matters. Same goes for your law firm. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
You see Broderick Bunkley. They looked at him on the sideline, getting his helmet back on and ready to go. 77 Bunkley coming in to make the tackle. He missed it and ended up landing head first. And they checked his neck area, tested his strength. He said he was good to go, so did the doc, so he's back up on the sideline. 2nd and 18 from the 35, and here's Vic. Stepping up, got away from one man and slings it out. Stanley Havili out of USC. A gain of 7. John, you were looking at that penalty during the timeout. Bring Jerry Austin back in. The penalty that was called on Riley Cooper.
Cooper is flanked out to the left. He goes back inside. The new rule says block him back towards your goal, the blind side. This is a legal block. It's not high. Just comes in and blocks back toward the goal line.
He's blocking in the direction they were going.
Blocking in the direction they're going.
Offensive
legal block.
Thank you, Jerry. Third and 11, empty backfield for Vic. Corey White showing pressure, bailing out of there. Vic had to get rid of it quick, and it's incomplete as Michael took another hit from Cameron Jordan.
Well, you're going to take hits when you're in a no-back set and they blitz it. That time they cause some confusion. You're going to see a free rusher off the right side, but clearly the Saints are blitzing this no-back set, and Mike Vick needs to know the outside rusher is unaccounted for. Nice job by Vick throwing it away, but that's not what you want on 3rd and 11. But once again, Mike, the penalty on Riley Cooper, which I'm hearing wasn't a penalty, doomed that drive.
A couple of times for Philadelphia. Matt McBriar kicking to Travaris Cadet. Their catch signal, and he comes up, and the rookie at Appalachian State gets it right around the 25. Just under 5 left in the half. Breeze on the field, up 11.
These aren't your normal nachos. Nuh-uh. With double the seasoned beef and a large drink for just $5, it deserves a name with some oomph. Something grand. Or grande. It's the $5 grande nachos, only at Taco Bell.
Welcome to the great unknown. You've packed up your things, turned off the lights for the last time, and now it's time for a whole new adventure behind a new front door.
What does it take to challenge racial and economic injustice? It takes education. It takes awareness. It takes courage. The Equal Justice Initiative is dedicated to protecting human rights and reforming criminal justice. The more people that stand up, speak up, and have these conversations, the more change we will see. What does it take to stand up for every American? It takes me. It takes you. It takes all of us.
Saints up 11, two of the big names at quarterback in the NFL. Proud to tell you that they are listed at 6 feet. Top 2 quarterbacks taken in the draft of 2001. And also on their really second stop for very different reasons. You see their numbers so far. The 1 interception by Vic off the hands of Brent Selleck into the waiting arms of Patrick Robinson. A 99-yard pick 6 on Vic. So while Philadelphia has controlled the ball and has had most of the rushing yards, good last drive by Drew Brees. They paid it off when they got close. Philly did not. That's why we're sitting on an 11-point lead for the 2-5 Saints. Drive start from the 26. Couple of good runs on the last drive from Mark Ingram, and another nice one here as he spins along the sideline. So it's been Mark Ingram and Chris Ivory running well.
Well, you hear about that 9 technique that Philadelphia runs, the guy that plays on the outside shoulder of the tight end. That time, Charles Brown releases to the inside of the 9 technique. Jed Collins kicks it out. It's a beautiful scheme run. And number 21, David Sims, who's pressed into service, has to make that tackle. Tough assignment for a young safety playing against the Saints.
Breeze over the middle. It's caught, and the tackle is made by Sims, but a half second late on Jimmy Graham. First down at the 45.
Jimmy Graham works the middle of the field as well as any tight end in football. Good pass protection. Drew Brees goes right through his progression, makes a pinpoint throw to his big tight end. This is the go zone, Mike, for New Orleans. They're ready for another shot after the way they've been running the football.
He's looking deep, flag down. Contact in the secondary brings another one. We certainly have a flag on the Eagles and Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie. And back by Breeze. We'll see if there was a hold.
You can almost just feel the Saints when they're about to light the fuse and go deep. That time they go after him with a double move to Lance Moore. A lot of flags out there, Mike. Maybe we'll bring Jerry in again.
This one will be offsetting in all likelihood. If the hold's on the Saints.
Against both teams on the play. Holding, offense, number 64. Pass interference, defense, number 23. Those penalties offset. We'll replay first down.
Second pass interference on Rodgers-Cromartie, although this one won't be enforced. It's a Saints team that has lost their first 4 games, and they were close leads. And Carolina, up until yesterday, only had 1 win. It was against the Saints. Kansas City only has 1 win. It came against the Saints. Ivory, right past Asamoah, who missed the arm tackle. Jason Babin finally gets him at the 46.
This is a fast flow Philadelphia Eagle defense. The linebackers attack. In that time, they start one way, a design cutback, and Ivory takes it off the right side. But again, you're going to see some missed tackles off here on the right side. I thought Colston, number 12, got away with a holding call here. But again, Nnamdi Asamoah struggling in the open field as a tackler.
Second and short. Saints love deep passes on these plays. Jimmy Graham. Kurt Coleman trying to rip it away, but he's no Charles Tillman from Chicago. First down at the 39.
You know, when you have a fast wide receiver like Devery Henderson, use him. That time he's in a tight split. He's going to come flying out of here and clear out the deep zone, and Jimmy Graham gets a one-on-one with Kurt Coleman. Saints do a great job using their personnel. If you're fast, you're going deep. If you're a big physical target, you're working the middle of the field, and Drew Brees will find you.
From the 29, Pierre Thomas got away from Trent Cole. Got a nice block from Jermon Bushrod. Has another first down at the 10.
Well, this is a very creative shotgun draw. Their Pro Bowl left tackle, Jermon Bushrod, is going to make Trent Cole think he's going to pass protect, lure him up the field, and then go get the linebacker on the second level. Bushrod does a great job against Cole, who went to the inside. How about that block on Kurt Coleman on the second level? Oh, Bushrod still blocking people.
Takes us to the 2-minute warning, and now New Orleans rushing numbers going up. And the Eagles trying to avoid going down by 18 in the first half.
It feels so good to be cared for. Back up now, just a little more. The feeling someone's always there, just to show how much they care. The feeling you're not alone. Now she's a part of your home, with so much to protect each day. Caring goes a long, long way. Nationwide is on your side.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right, because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Hey, you got any left-handed footballs?
Walter Payton, what explosion up the middle that way.
As we're breaking the huddle, he's like, Dwight, be ready.
You can't turn your back on number 7. I'll give them all this, baby. Devin Hester, all the way.
The Bears are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
Handoff Smith, big hole at right tackle. Emmitt Smith taking it all the way.
I got news for you, buddy. We're going to win the game, I guarantee it.
Up 11 with the ball. Drew Brees and the Saints running it well. Running Pierre Thomas right into the goal line. And stopped just shy. One last pullback keeps Thomas from a touchdown.
Ben Grubbs on a trap play just unloads. It's almost like Philadelphia has never seen some of these runs. Watch a left guard pull and trap Thornton. I mean, these are clinic real runs. I mean, this is unbelievable the way these Saints backs have stepped up with Sproles out of the football game. But this offensive line, they got to be loving this. It's been a long time since this Saint offensive line has been able to come off and block.
Second and goal, Brees. 51 straight games with a touchdown pass. Marcus Colston on this one.
What great design by the Saint coaching staff. And you fake a toss crack on the 2-yard line, you're going to get a response from the defense. But Marcus Colston beat Nnamdi Asomugha easily on the backside over route. You're going to see on the backside, Colston in motion is going to come on a crossing route. Nnamdi Asomugha got picked off by the referee, and it happens a lot when you play with Saints, believe me. These veteran receivers, they know how to use every advantage they can get.
Darren Hartley able to knock through the extra point, and the Saints are rolling. The Eagles are reeling, especially on defense. 21-3, New Orleans.
In the great storm of 1781, John Jameson lost a barrel of his beloved smooth-tasting whiskey. Why did he go in after it? Taste. That's why.
Salad. Yes. David Baker from the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Oh, my gosh.
The class of 2021 could be the greatest ever. Go online now to get your Hall of Fame exclusive enshrinement gear. Shop exclusive class of 2021 gear at ProFootballHof.com.
Shop exclusive class 21 gear, baby.
At Domino's, we're more than just classic hand-tossed pizza for $7.99. We're hearty handmade pan crust, tasty gluten-free crust, foldable Brooklyn-style crust, and crunchy thin crust, too. Carry out 3-topping pizzas on any of Domino's 5 crusts for $7.99 each.
We're all here for football.
Welcome to the party, my friends.
We're here for the Thursday night throwdowns.
Touchdown, Chargers win it.
It doesn't get much better. Sunday morning breakdowns.
He's going to add to his legacy.
And all the inside lowdown.
This is a deal unlike anything that the NFL has seen.
Your team.
With the first pick.
Our team.
It's such an exciting time for a fan.
Every team.
Have some of that.
We're all here for it.
Incredible.
NFL Network. We're here for football.
About a month ago in here, he broke the record against San Diego and now continues to extend it out. 51 straight games with a touchdown pass. Broke Johnny Unitas' record against his old team, the San Diego Chargers, and Drew Brees won on a Monday night in here, rewrote history in terms of the passing yardage record, breaking Dan Marino's mark a season ago. First look at a potential return. But thinking better of it, Riley Cooper stopped Brandon Boykin. So the touchdown was to Colston. That's the 54th time. It's hard to believe that a 7th-round pick, the 4th to last pick out of the draft out of Hofstra, Marcus Colston, is up there with Montana and Rice, Marino and Duper. They're 11th in the history of the NFL in touchdown tosses. Brees to Colston. That's, I bet you didn't know.
I know, because he caught a lot of those against me. It's about time he gets some credit. He needs to go to a Pro Bowl. Talented, disciplined, team-oriented, tough guy.
Philadelphia 2 timeouts and 73 seconds left. And the Saints get the ball to start the second half. And Vic almost intercepted. Step away was Isa Abdul Quddus out of Fordham.
Quddus wearing that number 42. You start remembering guys like Darren Sharper that wore that number. He needs to make that interception. Vic is late down the middle to Selleck. He sees it all the way. Philadelphia's got to be real careful here.
Speaking of Sharper. Yep. Second and 10. They rushed 3. And on the sideline, Jason Avant tried to get out of bounds. Did not. The gain is limited. It'll be 3rd and about 6 in Philadelphia. Let's see. Timeout taken by New Orleans. New Orleans takes a timeout with 59 seconds until halftime.
The big word in professional football is execution.
The game is over. The Green Bay Packers are the National Football League champions.
It was controlled chaos.
You never knew from one minute to the next whether or not he was going to explode.
See that? That's your IQ, buddy. 0.
I told you that we were going to do this, and I told you we were going to do this together.
If you gave us that inch of room to gain momentum, man, we were going to take it.
The Chiefs planted its flag on top of football's highest summit.
When I first saw Turtle, my heart was full. Now anything but lonely.
We had this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
Coach Terry here with NFL Play 60 on GoDoodle to help your kid get physically active for at least 60 minutes a day. That's why we got loads of activities to get them moving at home or in school. So check out GoDoodle.com/NFL Play 60 and get moving.
Saints Roman Harper is on the field defending Michael Vick. He put a sleeve on his knee. Injured that a bit on the last drive. Junior Gillette injured his ankle. His return questionable for New Orleans. Saints have only allowed 3 points, and their defense has put up 7. Much maligned defense. On 3rd and 6, Vick too tall for Avant, and New Orleans will get the ball back with a timeout right about 50 seconds after the kick.
And Avon is wide open once again. Michael Vick flat on his back. And this Philadelphia Eagle offense, again, they rack up yardage. They have over 200 yards, just 3 points. They came in here tonight with over 360 yards a game, Mike, and only 17 points. They have to learn how to translate these yards into points.
And in a hurry, Matt McBriar with the kick. Lance Moore's got it. 22. Turn of about 3, so the Saints will have 43 seconds left. Our whole family at ESPN, just so sad to hear the passing of our friend Jim Durham, the voice of the NBA on ESPN radio. Since we got started in 1996, voice of the Bulls. He had the great call of Jordan over Elo when the Bulls beat the Cavs in the playoffs. Dallas Mavericks as well. Jim passed away at his home just outside of Houston over the weekend, 65 years old. JD could make a broadcast come to life like nobody else. And our thoughts with Jim's family, all of us who've worked with him at ESPN, adore the man. And he's a Hall of Famer and will be sorely missed. Saints take over with one timeout. Breeze complete to Colston, first down 36.
Philadelphia's got to rush the passer. They got the A-team out there. Babin, Cole, no pass rush at all. Drew Brees, 3 hitches, no problem.
Got to go quick, try to get in field goal range. Breeze throwing incomplete as the Eagles covered everything downfield. And finally, Cole, after some coverage, knocked down Breeze.
Very important that the Philadelphia Eagles go to the locker room and stop the bleeding. Drew Brees with 21 seconds left. He's going to work the inside part of the field. They've got to be alert for a screen pass. But they need to rev up this rush. Cole here and Babin here need to pay off.
There's the screen. Pierre Thomas made a nice catch on the sideline. Got himself out of bounds. Only at the 40. It's a minimal gain. They need 7 more for a first down with just 16 seconds left.
I heard them in the press box over there call that screen, Mike.
You did. No, you've just been in that dark room watching film.
3rd and 6. Drew Brees loves to use these dummy snap counts to try to read the mail of the Philadelphia defense and get the Saints in a great play based on what the Eagles' coverage is.
Brees about to get hit. And as Babin had his arms around Brees' ankle, the pass was thrown incomplete with 11 seconds left. So both teams get it under 2 and not able to make much happen.
It's an important get-off by the Eagles. They needed that stop desperately. Babin that time working hard to finish the play. Gets it done against Zach Strief. And Deshaun Jackson's deep, Mike. A couple years ago against the New York Giants. I remember some magic.
Deshaun Jackson has 4 career punt return touchdowns. That game ender at the Meadowlands. This is a terrific punter. And Thomas Morstead, who's combining distance and net and is having one of the better punting seasons in recent memory. Didn't let Jackson get his hands on it there. And stopped at the 22-yard line. Well, this first half of disappointment for the Eagles, driving for what looked to be a touchdown off the hand of Selling. Patrick Robinson gets it, ties a Saints record, 99 yards, longest interception return of the year. Then Chris Ivory after a Philadelphia field goal with a 22-yard score. They had 3 20-plus yard runs on that drive. And Brees took Colston a drive ago. That was 7 plays and 74 yards. And Joe Vitt, the interim coach, along with Drew Brees, trying to get this ship righted. Of course, Aaron Cromer, the offensive line coach, was the head coach for the first 6 games. Vitt had a 6-game suspension to serve. And he came right back to the office, ready to work. 4 seconds left. The Eagles are just going to run it with McCoy. At least 2 yards as we get to halftime. 21-3, New Orleans leads Philadelphia. The Saints get the ball to start the second.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a 4th ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Each of us has a different story, but this family isn't about where you come from. It's about where you're going. We might not recognize each other walking down the street, but driving down it, we recognize in each other the same spirit of adventure. There's only one family and one community, quite like ours. Jeep, there's only one.
Current FCA owners or lessees can get $5,400 bonus cash on the lease of a 2021 Jeep Cherokee Limited 4x4. Plus, get 3 years, no cost maintenance with the Jeep Wave program.
Red zone turnovers in the story of this season.
The Saints at 2-5, trying to win their third in their last four. And on the line drive, here comes Travaris Cadet, and the rookie takes it to the 21-yard line. So it was a New Orleans team that has been pass happy, needed to get the run going, and we've seen all their running backs play effectively tonight.
Yeah, after watching New Orleans, I just felt like Breeze needed a little bit of help. And when you can run the ball, that's a quarterback's best friend. How about Mark Ingram running over about 7 Philadelphia Eagles? That got the crowd in the game, and then a beautiful cutback run by Chris Ivory, and the Saints are in business. Pierre Thomas, 3 very good backs that are distinctly different, and Drew Brees has a chance to put Philadelphia away.
First down, first throws, swinging it out. Here's Ivory out of the backfield. He's pulled down by Jason Babin violently, but legally with a gain of a couple of yards. The 3 backs in the first half. Again, no Darren Sproles tonight because of the broken hand. 3, 4, and 3 on the carries, but everybody's getting big chunks of yards. The 3 20-plus yard runs by New Orleans backs here tonight, as they've been able to put up 106 rushing yards and 10 carries.
5-9. Yellow, ready. Ready. I'm ready, Westside.
There's another run up the middle with Ingram. He gains a couple of yards, and the Eagles trying to get a 3, and out here to start Trent Cole with the tackle. John, that play selection so important for Philadelphia. 10 runs, 15 passes in that first half.
And New Orleans is doing a great job running the ball differently. That time a trap play right up the inside. They love to pull their left guard, Ben Grubbs, and they love to run right behind their right guard, Jari Evans. Big third down.
Breeze on the slant. It's Graham for the first down, again in front of the safety. David Sims is playing for the injured Nate Allen.
That's stealing. Drew Brees uses motion to read the coverage. Watch, he's going to come across in motion. The corner's going to run with Lance Moore, and Brees sees Jimmy Graham one-on-one coverage with the safety, number 21, that's never played. He says, hey, let's go after him right now. He goes to the protection. Jimmy Graham gets the one-on-one. That's what Drew Brees does for you. He eats you alive.
36-yard line, Ivory. Stopped back on his side of the line. Loss of a yard or 2. On the first contact, they pushes forward towards the line of scrimmage. You mentioned that safety, David Sims, who's playing for Nate Allen. Sims was at Butte Community College in California and at Iowa State. He's a guy who after high school didn't get those offers, wasn't looking at college football. So he was working a garbage truck, waste management. Overnight, he was stocking a Sam's Club. He's bounced around to the Giants in Cleveland. Eagles traded for him. His camp came to an end, and here he is trying to stop Jimmy Graham tonight. Breeze complete. Marcus Colston right near midfield.
There's no pass rush. And that's what Jim Washburn, the defensive line coach, is famous for. Get me guys that can rush the passer. Watch Drew Brees fake the ball to Ingram and just bounce his feet. 1,001, 1,002, 1,003. Colston has plenty of time to uncover against this zone defense. If you don't get pressure on Drew Brees, it'll be a miserable night in Philadelphia.
You ready for shot?
Travaris Cadet coming around on the run. Cadet inside the 20. Travaris Cadet with a flag down. Takes the dive by the 6. And all the Saints offensively are standing right back where that flag is at the 46-yard line. It would have been 45 yards.
Philip Hunt, number 76, in as a backup.
Holding. Offense, number 17. 10-yard penalty. Still first down.
Over pursued that play. They don't have a 17. Robert Meacham is gone, but I think it's on Colston right here blocking the perimeter.
Just had a tug of the jersey of Nnamdi Asomugha. Cadet ran by. That was the first time Cadet had run the ball from scrimmage. That would have been his first run of his career, but instead erased by the penalty.
Fourth penalty on a wide receiver in this game for blocking on the perimeter. Not often that you see that call that often.
First and 15 as the Eagles rush 4 out of the backfield. Pierre Thomas for the first down. 35-yard line.
I don't know what Philadelphia is playing on defense, but when you don't cover Pierre Thomas, you're going to get gashed. Pierre Thomas comes out of the backfield on a little wheel route, and I don't know if Kendricks is supposed to cover him or you're supposed to cover him, Mike Tirico, but somebody better cover him. All these formations, this tempo is ripping the Philadelphia Eagles right now. They can't find their coverage. They can't find the ball. It's important they make a play defensively quickly.
Michael Kendricks is their second-round pick out of Cal. To the left goes Thomas. As this Eagles defense is being run over and run through. We mentioned Todd Bowles, who took over as the interim coach in Miami back when Tony Sparano was fired, was the DB coach here this year, had interviewed for the defensive coordinator job earlier before Juan Castillo was hired. You've probably heard Castillo, the former offensive line coach, was the DC for a year and a half. He was replaced at the bye week by Bowles. So the Philly defense give up scores on their first 6 drives in the loss to Atlanta last week. And the Saints picking them apart here tonight. Breeze. That time the passer Graham was broken up by David Sims.
They get in the red zone fringe, the area right outside the +20. They're going to take shots. And they used Devery Henderson to come in motion and secure the backside. Here comes Jed Collins, and once again, they're going to fake the ball to Ingram, max protect the backside, and come up firing. Great play by the young safety, David Sims, but you see what offensive coordinator Pete Carmichael is trying to do. Max protect and throw shots to Jimmy Graham against the young safety.
3rd and 6 for Breeze. In stride Colston. What a perfect throw. Gain of 21. First down New Orleans at the 9.
That's a lot of great things there. Pass protection. You're in a no-back set. Let's get Breeze the protection he needs. Let's nudge with Jimmy Graham and Pierre Thomas. Let's help these tackles. And Drew Brees has plenty of time to step up in the pocket and make a perfect throw. And Nnamdi Asomugha says, what do you want me to do? Marcus Colston. How do you not like a guy like Marcus Colston that can play 5 different positions and run every route in the route tree?
What a throw by Breeze. Back at it again. Lost the football. It's laying right in front of Brandon Graham, who picks it up, and that's a huge turnover forced by the Philadelphia defense. Just its 9th of the year as the pass rush forced Breeze to spit it out.
Well, Travaris Cadet blows the route. Drew Brees doesn't have anywhere to throw the ball, and number 54, Brandon Graham, may have just changed his game.
Tally. Yes. David Baker from the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Oh my gosh.
The class of 2021 could be the greatest ever. Go online now to get your Hall of Fame exclusive enshrinement gear. Shop exclusive class of 2021 gear at ProFootballHof.com.
Shop exclusive class 21 gear, baby.
In the great storm of 1781, John Jameson lost a barrel of his beloved smooth-tasting whiskey. Why did he go in after it? Taste. That's why.
The Edge from Pizza Hut. It comes loaded with toppings all the way to the edge. For the crust, let's keep it real, thin, and crispy. Every bite is a masterpiece.
I really gotta get going, man.
The Edge is back. Get it before it's gone. No one outbeats the Hut.
When I first saw Turtle, my heart was full. Now anything but lonely.
We have this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet,
we discover
they're a little bit of a lot of things,
but they're all pure love.
Hi.
Happy anniversary.
For what?
Every year you're with us, you get $50 toward your home deductible. It's a policy perk for being a Farmer's customer.
Do I have to do anything?
Nothing.
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 Nothing?
Nothing.
That really is something.
You get a whole lot of something with Farmer's policy perks. See ya.
May I have a balloon too?
Sure. Your parents have maintained a Farmer's home policy for 12 consecutive months, right?
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Start with a quote at 1-800-FARMERS.
Hey, you got any left-handed footballs?
Walter Payton, what explosion up the middle that way.
As we're breaking the huddle, he's like, Dwight, be ready.
You can't turn your back on number 7. We'll give them all this, baby. Devin Hester, all the way.
The Bears are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
Handoff Smith, big hole at right tackle. Emmitt Smith taking it all the way.
I got news for you, buddy. We're going to win the game, I guarantee it.
Hey, Dad, what do you say we drive down to the shore in a new Chevy from A&T Chevrolet?
We can feel the breeze and smell that new car smell.
The best part, they have more Chevys arriving daily. Lease a 2021 Chevy Equinox all-wheel drive for only $285 a month, or buy it for 10% off MSRP. Save over $3,000.
Wow, Chevys really do cost less in Sellersville.
This summer, check out A&T Chevrolet. They're closer than you think.
A soothing moment just for you. Your morning wake-up call. A warm hug from your favorite sweater. Pico powers the comforts of your life in ways you may not always notice. Every year, we're investing over $250 million in natural gas systems and technologies to ensure safe, reliable natural gas. Because safety and comfort go hand in hand.
Good to be back in New Orleans here. What a turn of events as Brandon Graham came off the edge to help get the ball back for the Eagles in an 18-point hole. First drive of the half for Vic. Macklin ruled a catch on the far side.
A lot of quick passing, a lot of quick passing. That's what they did last week against the Falcons. You have 4 starters on your offensive line that are out. And coming off the bye week, last week against the Falcons, Andy Reid told us it's as conservative as I've ever been as a head coach, but you have to make some concessions when you have a lot of new linemen playing out of position.
LaShawn McCoy, the back. Vic with space, looking to launch, goes the other way, wide open Jackson. LaShawn Jackson with a move in the open field, and Jackson with a race towards the goal and in. Touchdown, huge turn, 77 yards.
Come back to your television sets. Number 21. Patrick Robinson really struggles finding his coverage. They blow it in the secondary. Michael Vick comes right out of this naked bootleg, and no one covered Deshaun Jackson. Inexcusable error. I don't know what the coverage is, but they blow it. They blitz, and no one covered him. An amazing error in a 21-3 ball game, but you don't want to make a mistake against Deshaun Jackson.
Extra point added by Alex Henry. So Deshaun Jackson, who has made a huge mark in his first 4.5 years of the big play touchdown, brings up 77 yards. His second receiving touchdown of the year. Eagles back in it.
There's another beach out there calling your name. Let's go say hola. Adios, agendas. We've got bright new flavors to discover. Uncharted spots to find. And new beaches to hop to next. So let's say adios to whatever holds us back. And hola to the incredibly refreshing world of Corona Hard Seltzer.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Hey, what's up? This is Cam Jordan from the New Orleans Saints. I'm taking over NFL Network and dedicating this day to my dad, Steve Jordan.
Steve Jordan with a big play.
I'm sharing some of my most memorable games.
Let's go!
There's Wrangle from behind. Cam Jordan.
My dad's biggest moments.
Unbelievable show of athletic ability by Steve Jordan.
And the stories that have inspired me.
Regulator, mount up!
So come watch with me. NFL Player's Choice, only on NFL Network. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there.
Well, now it's the turn of Steve Spagnuolo. That's a picture Saints fans have seen quite often this year. What were you doing? Where were you supposed to be? Patrick Robinson, why weren't you there?
And I know Sean Payton, the head coach of the Saints, is sitting somewhere watching this, and he is asking himself a lot of questions about that play.
The line drive, returnable kick for Travaris Cadet. He lost the football. It's still free, and at the bottom of the pile, David Sims, I think, might be there for Philly.
Wow.
Eagles ball on the turnover.
Here comes the Philadelphia Eagles. This is like a Rocky Balboa script.
They give Curtis Marsh 31, not 21 Sims, as it was forced out by the running back, Chris Polk.
Put a young player in key positions. You better remember, in the big leagues, you better protect the ball. Great job poking it out by Chris Polk, the former running back of the Washington Huskies. He makes an impact play here on special teams in Philadelphia. Finish your red zone drive.
We're talking about Darren Sproles and his kickoff returns. He's the main guy for the Saints in kickoff returns. So Cadet, the rookie, getting his opportunity. And that was a line drive returnable kick that he brought out and spit out. Recovery credited to Brandon Hughes, caused by Chris Polk. 2 turnovers in a minute. Vick taken off. Michael Vick on the run inside the 10. First and goal, Philadelphia at the 7.
That looked like RG3 in week 1. Shotgun, play action, looking for a seam route. He's going to stick the ball in Deshaun's stomach. Nobody's open down the field. How about that elusiveness? Michael Vick must protect himself and the ball. He does both. Big first down.
Looked like Michael Vick we saw in here January of 2000. He was a freshman at Virginia Tech. Take it and take off. Playing the national championship game against Florida State in this building. First and goal. Vick, nothing there. Throws it away in the red zone. Will Smith flushing.
Don't know what that route was. Deshaun Jackson working against Patrick Robinson on some kind of double move. It was like a stutter fly stop. New Orleans does a nice job knocking these eligibles out of the end zone, much like they did a couple weeks ago in Tampa, Mike.
Yeah, I was going to say, Vick was out of the pocket when they did that, and that allowed that touchdown by Tampa Bay at the end of their furious comeback to not count. Perfectly legal move when the quarterback's out of the pocket. Second and goal, look at the middle of the field open there. Vick The pressure gets to him. Will Smith with the sack.
This is just incredible to me. You're in a no-back set. You have 5 blockers. It's clearly an automatic all-out blitz. Nobody is assigned to block. You only have 5 protectors. You're going to be short. And Mike Vick either needs to audible or throw the ball away, but another catastrophic pass protection error by the Philadelphia Eagles in the scoring zone. Unbelievable.
Third and goal. Vick end zone shot. Too tall for Jackson. For Macklin.
They call this Dino in Philadelphia. It's a double in. They clear out the deep zone with Deshaun Jackson, and they try to isolate Jeremy Macklin on a double in. He's going to run to the post, back to the corner, and then back to the post. Had a chance. Ball's a little high. Third trip in a red zone. They'll be lucky to get 6 points, Mike.
Alex Henry from 37 makes his 13th consecutive field goal for Philadelphia. Cadet fumbled the kickoff return. Philly had it first and goal for the 3rd time. Second time they couldn't get a touchdown. They got 3.
And I never turn it down. Make it now, take it now. I'm loud, and I never turn
down. When making the new Kentucky Fried Chicken sandwich, people asked how I felt about burger places selling fried chicken. I'd say that's none of my business. Just like making fried chicken is none of theirs. Get the new Kentucky Fried Chicken sandwich for just $3.99. It's finger-licking good.
T-Mobile is the leader in 5G. Experience it now with up to 4 powerful iPhone 12 Pros with 5G on us. And with our new Magenta Max plan, you'll get unlimited premium data that can't slow down based on how much smartphone data you use. And taxes and fees are included. That's right. Unlimited premium data and up to 4 iPhone 12 Pros on us. Only at T-Mobile, the leader in 5G.
We've never been so ready to get back out there. And with Coppertone Sport, we can reclaim the boulders, the backwoods, and the breakers. Coppertone Sport. Find your sun.
This one's for every NFL fan whose team is drafting their franchise QB. For the 3rd time in 5 years. You've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
It feels so good to be cared for. Back up now, just a little more. The feeling someone's always there, just to show how much they care. The feeling you're not alone. Now she's a part of your home, with so much to protect each day. Caring goes a long, long way. Nationwide is on your side.
Okay, this house. Spontaneous me. Should we make an offer? Buy it! Too spontaneous. Worst case scenario me. Can we afford it? I've run the numbers. It doesn't end well. This is getting us nowhere. Let's just ask Zillow for help with financing. Yeah, let's ask Zillow for help with financing.
Tonight on NFL Total Access, who better to get you out of a tight spot than a top-tier tight end? James Jones shares his best at the position for 2021. Plus, new team, new outlook. Who's ready to excel in new days? Tonight, 7 Eastern.
Well, so many folks watching back in the Philadelphia area have homes or friends on the Jersey Shore. So many areas crushed by Superstorm Sandy. American Red Cross providing meals, shelter, mobilizing resources. You can help redcross.org or text Red Cross to 90999. And you can give a $10 donation. And all the first responders and all the people who have mobilized to try and help, especially our friends devastated on the Jersey Shore. A lot of Eagle fans who are watching here tonight, thinking of you. Pierre Thomas goes back for this kickoff after the Cadet fumble last time around. Thomas will bring it out from 7 deep. And a nice return to the 30-yard line. And we talked about Darren Sproles and his impact, John, of what he provides to the Saints beyond a sure-handed kick return.
Well, they're used to throwing his halfback choice to Darren Sproles. He comes out of the backfield. He wins every time. He gashes people with his halfback choice. But Cadet, he's not quite Darren Sproles. He doesn't get it done, and the pocket collapses on Drew Brees, and this is what caused the fumble. A little bit is not having Darren Sproles. And then you fumble the kickoff. They missed number 43.
It's Ivory running, and there comes Asamoah off the corner to start it. And D'Amico Ryans, we have not called the name of the linebacker that they traded for from Houston.
That's what we need from Nnamdi Asamoah. Impact the game at crunch time. Intercept the pass. Make a vicious tackle. They paid a lot of money to get the ex-Oakland Raider to push the Philadelphia Eagles over the top. And now it's time.
Like 5'9".
Mark Ingram's now the back, and Brees will throw on second down. Ingram out of the backfield, past Ryans, first down. Mark Ingram to the 44.
Check downs. D'Amico Ryans needs to hug that check down better than that. If there's too much space between you and the check down and you're a middle linebacker, you're going to have a hard time covering Ingram on this check down. Good pass protection. It allows Brees to get there. D'Amico looked bad there.
9-5. Waiting. What's that?
The 44. Fake to Thomas. Brees getting away. Throwing on the run. That is perfect. And that's a lot of the work they do after practice, day after day here in New Orleans. Devery Henderson, the reception.
And Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie's the other well-known acquisition of this Philadelphia Eagles secondary. That time, Devery Henderson does a great job coming out of his break and running back downhill for the completion against the former Arizona Cardinal. But these two veteran corners, one of the two of them needs to make a dynamic play for this Eagles secondary.
Chris Ivory now the running back. Met in the backfield by David Sims, and that rookie who's been picked on trying to cover Jimmy Graham makes a play on the other side of the line.
I love what Todd Bowles is doing right now. He's blitzing and challenging the New Orleans Saints. Strong safety blitz right off the right side. You'll see Nnamdi Asamoah clean up, but Sims is unaccounted for. He wraps up. He's holding on. He gets help from his veteran corner. Nice play.
A lot of those Sims tackles have been after first downs by Graham, who's made two good plays in the second half. Trent Cole standing in the middle of the defense as they stunt. Hit Brees, but he still throws to Lance Moore at the 30-yard line. First down gain of 23.
What a play by Drew Brees. They move the two defensive ends inside to get away from these nudgers. Look, they put Cole, they put Babin inside. They have the big fellows on the outside, but watch Lance Moore on the right side of your screen uncover against Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie. That's two pro football players on the same page. Brees and Lance Moore. What a route.
Mark Ingram. 7 yards, hard yards, and Ingram has looked good tonight. You know, a lot of folks around here were critical of Mark Ingram. Saturday, an hour or so away in Baton Rouge, LSU and Alabama had their what's now annual terrific game, and there was Ingram on the sideline after the Alabama winning drive, all fired up for the freshman who scored the touchdown for Bama, the running back. And LSU fans and Saints fans, a lot of the same folk, they were unhappy. Their Saints players rooting for Bama.
I can't blame them. You got to learn from that.
Guy did win the Heisman, but they're cheering for him tonight. This is one of the better nights Ingram's had this year. 2nd and 3, Brees. Ingram again, second catch out of the backfield on this drive.
All go special. 4 verticals with Ingram working underneath. This is a great night for Mark Ingram. He's going to work underneath. They're looking down the field for one of these 3 seam balls, but Ingram is graduating to another level in the passing game. Great to see from the second-year running back from Alabama, making plays in the running game and the passing game.
And now Pierre Thomas. John, do you like what they're doing with the rotation of backs? They're using, as you said right at the beginning, all three that are veterans for this team.
I think it's hard to be a running back for the New Orleans Saints. These must be real smart, unselfish backs. Usually a back wants back-to-back runs, or they want to see the same scheme twice in a row. Not these guys. They come in and they run a play. They do a heck of a job.
Okay, Zach Strief, the right tackle for the Saints, is shaken up. Medical staff looking at the captain.
Alan. Yes. David Baker from the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Oh my gosh. The class of 2021 could be the greatest ever. Go online now to get your Hall of Fame exclusive enshrinement gear. Shop exclusive class of 2021 gear at ProFootballHof.com.
Shop exclusive class 21 gear, baby.
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now anything but lonely.
We have this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
My daughter joined this team and she didn't know anyone, and they're a mini little family.
Being a football kid, I believe, is just being a leader.
As parents, we have to look at our children and say, okay, we can see what's in you, and it's our job to help bring that out of you.
Patrick Claybon here with this NFL Network up-to-the-minute update. As the NFL celebrates Pride Month, one of their own making a groundbreaking announcement Monday as Raiders defensive lineman Carl Nassib becomes the first active player in NFL history to announce that he is gay. In an Instagram post, Nassib saying, quote, "I am also incredibly thankful for the NFL, my coaches and fellow players for their support. I would not have been able to do this without them." Raiders head coach John Gruden showing his support for Nassib by saying, quote, "I learned a long time ago what makes a man different is what makes him great." Former Giants QB Eli Manning back with the organization. He will participate in business operations and fan engagement roles. The team also announcing Manning will be inducted into the Giants Ring of Honor on September 26th. And who are the top young players in the NFL? For a list of the top players under 25 years old going into the 2021 season, go over to NFL.com. This has been an NFL Network up-to-the-minute update.
Medical staff looking at Zach Strief, who walked off under his own power. Replaced at right tackle by Charles Brown, the second-round pick out of USC 3 years ago. This is second down for Breeze. It's the space and throws over the middle, incomplete. Lance Moore is looking for a flag. And one comes in very, very late.
Late flag. Little jerk route here. He's going to show his numbers to the quarterback and try to beat Kendricks. He got grabbed.
Holding. Defense. The 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
That's what they do in these no-back sets. They spread you out, they flood zones, and they get Lance Moore on a little jerk route one-on-one against a linebacker. You'd hold too, Mike, if you were a linebacker and you had all that grass to cover against Lance Moore. Great job by the Saint coaching staff isolating their best against your weak link in coverage.
Travaris Cadet back in the game. Here he comes in motion. Give it up the middle with Thomas. Pierre turns for a yard or two.
This Philadelphia Eagle defense needs to step up here. This is a veteran free agent crowd. Just look in that huddle. Colin Jenkins, D'Amico Ryans, Asamoah, Cromartie. These aren't raised Philadelphia Eagles. Jason Babin, they come from all parts of the NFL, and it's time for them to come together and get a critical stop when they need it.
Marcus Colston tight to the formation on the right. Breeze looking, swinging it out. Graham. Great move. Touchdown, New Orleans.
That's why Drew Brees is a Hall of Fame quarterback. What he did there is amazing. Isolation, play pass. They're looking for Colston on a short post, and he has incredible poise to reset and find Jimmy Graham on a check down. That's big time. He's not throwing the ball to Graham. He's looking for Colston. Unbelievable football awareness by Drew Brees.
Point added by Garrett Hartley. 22 touchdowns now on the season. Passes by Drew Brees. Fifth time he hooks up for the tight end, Jimmy Graham. 15 points the lead for the Saints.
True change starts from within. The all-new NX. Reimagined from the inside out to be more in tune with you. Arriving this fall.
Hi.
Happy anniversary.
For what?
Every year you're with us, you get $50 toward your home deductible. It's a policy perk for being a Farmers customer.
Do I have to do anything?
Nothing.
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 Nothing?
Nothing.
That really is something.
You get a whole lot of something with Farmers policy perks. See ya.
May I have a balloon too?
Sure. Your parents have maintained a Farmers home policy for 12 consecutive months, right?
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Start with a quote at 1-800-FARMERS.
The Edge from Pizza Hut. It comes loaded with toppings all the way to the edge. For the crust, let's keep it real, thin, and crispy. Every bite is a masterpiece.
I really gotta get going, man.
The Edge is back. Get it before it's gone. No one outbeats the Hut.
Tonight on NFL Total Access, who better to get you out of a tight spot than a top-tier tight end? James Jones shares his best at the position for 2021. Plus, new team, new outlook. Who's ready to excel in new days? Tonight, 7 Eastern.
15-point Saints lead after the turnover earlier. They gave Philadelphia a big chance for a score. Of course, this Superdome was reopened in 2006 after Hurricane Katrina. Michael Vick was quarterbacking the Falcons. They went 3 and out, and then on the punt, Steve Gleason came in and blocked that punt, and Curtis DeLoach scored the touchdown. It was part of just a very emotional day and night in New Orleans as the Superdome was reopened after Katrina. First game back. Some of these players who are here are still on this Saints team, and Steve Gleason has since been in a very serious battle with ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, and many of these Saints players have continued their support of their teammate as he's going through difficult times. And there was an event held here in New Orleans yesterday to continue to try and raise funds for ALS. Team Gleason has been a charity that so many players, including Thomas Morstead, kicking off right now, growing mustaches in support of Gleason, helping try to raise awareness. And Monday, Brandon Boykin with a throwback across the field, and this is Riley Cooper down the sideline. There's a flag down because that's a forward pass. So this great wrinkle on special teams for a touchdown will be for naught as 2 flags were thrown right at the pass point. Riley Cooper was almost laying down, I think, in the end zone on the far side to just kind of play dumb and hidden. And a Music City Miracle attempt from the famous playoff game in 2000.
Illegal forward
Doesn't
pass.
happen.
And the return team. That penalty is half the distance to the goal line. First down, Philadelphia.
Right, so we've got a camera looking right down the goal line just to give you a sense. Here's the pass happening from the 4-yard line. John just circled him there, and there's the pass going forward. And you see clearly it's caught at the 7, so it's not even close. And there's where he was. Great job, guys. Finding Riley Cooper lying down in the Saints logo so you couldn't see him. And Brandon Boykin, who was the all-purpose player, throws it that way, and they had the wall set up, and they had it going all the way for the touchdown, except for one basic mistake, the forward pass.
I have never seen that play before. Bobby April, the special teams coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, he must have had a late night this week. coming up with that play.
So the Eagles throw a huge wrinkle that almost worked, except for the pass. Now from the 3, they'll run it with McCoy trying to struggle forward. Had a hand hit in the face, just 2 yards. Now we were telling you the Steve Gleason story because the fundraiser yesterday in this Gleason Gras that was held, they have a statue outside to commemorate the moment. They're trying to raise money for ALS. One of the reasons we're telling you this now is because we just found out that Steve was here tonight, taken away from the Superdome by ambulance in the first quarter. Sean Payton, the coach of the Saints, was here to support last night. He was non-responsive in the stadium, taken by ambulance to a hospital here in New Orleans. He's alert in the ER and being examined there. His wife Michelle with him. They said to be resting. So that word just coming to us from the Saints. Wanted to get that to you right away. Vic hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete. Michael Vick took a really big hit one more time, and we'll have third down.
Well, it's not competitive pass protection. You got to protect better than this to have any kind of passing game. By the time he sets his feet, the Saints are closing in on him. Right tackle Demetrius Bell has struggled at left tackle. Now he's struggling at right tackle. I don't know what you call if you can't pass protect.
Play clock's at 8. Vic just getting the Eagles out of the huddle. Timeout. John, you mentioned Demetrius Bell. We should repeat for folks who just joined us. Todd Harriman is out with an injury. He got injured in the first half. And Bell, who was the starter over there at left tackle, has had to hop over to the right side now. Really, you talk about this Eagles team. What are the problems with Philadelphia offensively? There are reasons and excuses in football. It depends what you're looking at and which direction. 4 of their 5 would-be starting offensive linemen are now out for them.
Well, that's not excuses. That's the reality, and that's hard to overcome. Andy Reid has always had a great left tackle. He had Trey Thomas for a long time. And then he had, I think, the best left tackle in the entire league, Jason Peters. Neither one of these guys are playing. You don't go from Trey Thomas and Jason Peters, who is a tremendous talent, to a guy like King Dunlap, who's never played more than 3 or 4 games in a row in his life. 4 new starters. Good luck.
Third and 8. Vic out of his end zone. Zings it complete. Big hit, and Macklin holds on despite the contact from Isa Abdul-Quddus. First down.
This shows you a little bit about the football guts of Michael Vick. Been hit a lot tonight. Backed up in his own end zone. He hangs in there and throws a bullet to Jeremy Macklin. Good pass protection and an excellent throw. Great job hanging on to the ball by Macklin.
10 for Philly, 7 for New Orleans in the third. And after 3, it's the Saints by 15.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right, because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a 4th ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
When technology is easier to use,
Here we go!
barriers don't stand a chance. That's why we'll stop at nothing to deliver our technology as a service.
It's my time to come alive.
Hey, you got any left-handed footballs?
Walter Payton, what explosion up the middle that way.
As we're breaking the huddle, he's like, Dwight, be ready.
You can't turn your back on number 7. We'll give them all this, baby. Devin Hester, all the way.
The Bears are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
Handoff Smith, big hole at right tackle. Emmitt Smith taking it all the way.
I got news for you, buddy. We're going to win the game, I guarantee it.
Welcome to Capital One College Bowl. It's the ultimate academic challenge.
Yeah.
Rival colleges going head-to-head to win life-changing scholarships.
Judicial.
Rutgers.
Arizona. Triangle. Marie Curie.
Correct. You knew that.
Capital One College Bowl, hosted by Peyton Manning, premieres tonight on NBC.
The chance for my little bro to finally step out of my shadow.
The new iPad on Xfinity Mobile is smarter than ever. It lets you edit photos, videos, and presentations and get all your entertainment on the go. That means from anywhere.
Wow, that's impressive.
Thank you. It took a while to set this up, so we...
I meant the iPad features.
Right.
Get iPad on Xfinity Mobile for $7 a month for 24 months. And ask how to get unlimited data with 5G included for $30 a month.
Eagles down 15, trying to avoid going to 3 and 5. Sean McCoy with the carry, keeps it alive to the 31-yard line. Saints trying to win for the third time in 4 games. Beat the Chargers and the Buccaneers, and then lost last Sunday night in Denver by 20 points.
Saints continue to blitz. Steve Spagnuolo got hurt by the blitz earlier. They blew a coverage, but he continues to apply pressure to Michael Vick and this young offensive line.
Bryce Brown in for McCoy at running back. Vick about to get hit. Cameron Jordan has had 3 clean shots at Vick tonight.
Well, the tight end has to be a contributor in pass protection as well. That time a play-action pass. Selleck, the tight end. At times, you're going to ask to be stout in pass protection. That time he didn't sustain it, and Cam Jordan continues to ruin Michael Vick's night. Been a blitz down. 3rd and long. Saints at home, and this crowd noise love to come after you.
Vick, Avant's going to have to run for it. Jason Avant, airborne, gets it. First down. That veteran Avant, so important on 3rd down for Vick.
Well, this Philadelphia Eagle offense, they do a great job with ball distribution. That time they want Deshaun Jackson on a double move. Nice chip by Jason Avant. Watch him rally for the first down. He knows exactly where he needs to get. Avant, Macklin, Deshaun Jackson, Selleck, and McCoy all catch 40 passes every year, it seems.
Number 39, McCoy. Jump by McCoy. Gain of 5. A good spring in his step tonight as Deshaun is about 112 yards running tonight.
Not many guys can jump from one gap to the other like LaShawn McCoy. I compared him to Barry Sanders a few months ago, and people got on me about it, but not many guys can jump from one gap to the other at full speed like LaShawn McCoy.
Vick right into the arms of Will Smith as the protection breaks down again.
Will Smith's done it a long time, going against a 6'10" left tackle. Not many 6'10" left tackles in pro football, and Will Smith has been setting this move up all night. Just a power bull rush. Smith went inside, he went outside, and then here in the 4th quarter, he's going right after the 6'10" Dunlap, who's struggling with the power rush.
6 sacks tonight for the Saints, 2 for Smith. This is 3rd and 10, and Vick delivers. Cooper covered by Jabari Greer, incomplete.
It's the best cover corner the Saints have. Jabari Greer's had some injuries this year, hip problems, had a sports hernia. It's a square in by Riley Cooper, and Jabari Greer does a great job running that route for Riley Cooper. Great job sticking his right hand in there. Big pass breakup.
Lance Moore is back as the 2-time Pro Bowler, former Cowboy Matt McBriar, kicking it away. They're caught by Moore at the 16, where Breeze and the offense will take over with a 15-point lead.
You can do better. Let's go get a freshly made footlong from Subway.
Thanks, Tony.
Thank you.
Choose better, be better. And now save when you order in the app.
Subway, eat fresh.
Alan. Yes. David Baker from the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Oh my gosh.
The class of 2021 could be the greatest ever. Go online now to get your Hall of Fame exclusive enshrinement gear. Shop exclusive class of 2021 gear at ProFootballHof.com.
Shop exclusive class 21 gear, baby.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for him, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. Become a member. Get an insurance quote today.
This one's for every NFL fan, hoping that this will finally be the year your team's GM will hear you through the TV. You've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Selling our house, buying this house. What do we think? Negative me. Too much hassle. Control freak me. We leave nothing to chance. We get a cash offer from Zillow. Give me the clicker. No. Gimme. Yeah.
They told me the sky's the limit. They told me the sky's the limit. They told me the sky's the limit. Touch the moon, never slip.
11 and 10 play drives here in the second half for the Saints. The 11 play drive was a fumble. The Eagles got back. 10 play drive. The last one a touchdown for the Saints. Here's Ivory to the right. The 25-yard line. John, everything feels just a little bit different around the Saints. Obviously, you take a Super Bowl champion head coach away, a man who's really helped be the architect for this explosive offense and the resurgence and renaissance of this franchise. Can't feel the same. Whether it's Aaron Kromer, Joe Vitt, no matter how experienced, you just don't replace the presence of a Sean Payton.
No, you don't. And I'm more interested in the rehab of the Saints and how they come back from this.
Mike 5-6, ready. We're ready. Let's shot.
2nd and 5, and here's Ivory. Good jump to the right side. Kendricks hanging on, but Ivory got forward progress. He got the first down at the 27-yard line. You talk about the rehab. You mean the franchise as a whole and the damage that has been done because of the suspensions back to the bounty issue.
Yeah, and Sean Payton. You know, this is taking a real toll on him. Don't forget that. He's been away from his team, the game he loves, the fans that mean a lot to him. He's coaching his son's 6th grade team down in Dallas, the Liberty Christian Warriors. He's the offensive coordinator. This is taking a real toll on him. But I do know this. He's watching every snap, and he's going to come back, I think, better than he's ever been before. This has really been tough on him. I know that.
Breeze on a pass. Chet Collins, the fullback, with a rare catch. And he's got a couple of yards. You talk about coming back and where he's going to come back. Our Adam Schefter reported yesterday Payton could be a free agent when the season's over. Contract extension that he had with the Saints was voided by the league as you look at Tom Benson, the longtime owner here of the Saints. Well, the league has confirmed now that there can be negotiations that happen towards a contract extension because Sean otherwise would be a free agent at the end of the year. So this still has a lot to play out as to what Sean Payton's options will be and where he will be next season. Ivory's going to lose a couple of yards on this carry, and the Eagles will have a chance here on 3rd and 11. You know, it seems to me, John, that both sides want to be back together. The Saints folks and Sean Payton want to be back together to pick up where this left off.
I don't care what was reported. The way I know Sean Payton, he's going to be right back here in New Orleans. He's a very loyal guy. Tom Benson has stuck with them during some hard times here. And he's going to show his loyalty, come back with Mickey Loomis, I believe, without a doubt, and try to make the Saints championship contenders again.
3rd and 10, the Eagles bringing pressure. It's picked up for Breeze. Nobody was open, and coming around was Babin to knock it free. And the Saints are very fortunate that Pierre Thomas was there to fall on it. So twice, John, that pass rush has gotten there and almost got another turnover.
The Kansas City Chiefs came in here a few weeks ago, trailing 23-6, and they turned the game around with impact turnovers. I am shocked that Drew Brees is holding the ball on his own 15-yard line with a 15-point lead. That's careless if you ask me, Mike. New Orleans has to protect the lead and get out of here with a victory.
You're lucky there. Morstead kicking to Morris Johnson is back. Guy from this New Orleans area played in the state championship game here. That's a perfect kick towards the sideline with good hang time and depth from Morstead. No option but to fair catch it at the 26. Babin close to the second turnover forced by an Eagles defensive end in this half. Brees lucky his team got it back.
Tonight on NFL Total Access, who better to get you out of a tight spot than a top-tier tight end? James Jones shares his best at the position for 2021. Plus, new team, new outlook. Who's ready to excel in new digs? Tonight, 7 Eastern.
Hey, what's up? This is Cam Jordan from the New Orleans Saints. I'm taking over NFL Network and dedicating this day to my dad, Steve Jordan.
Steve Jordan with a big play.
I'm sharing some of my most memorable games.
Let's go!
There's wrangled from behind Cam Jordan.
My dad's biggest moments.
Unbelievable show of athletic ability by Steve Jordan.
And the stories that have inspired me.
Regulator, mount up!
So come watch with me. NFL Player's Choice, only on NFL Network. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there.
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now anything but lonely.
We have this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
And I never turn it down. I'm loud, and I never turn it down. I'm loud, and I never turn it down. Take it down, make it down, take it down. I'm loud, and I never turn it down. Make it down, take it down, take it down. I'm loud.
Well, the Eagles defense maligned in that first half. Shown up here in the second half, able to put the ball on the ground a couple of times for the Saints, get it back once for the offense. And now down 15 with 8:45 to go. Limited margin of error for Michael Vick and the Eagle offense. No game. If anything, loss of a half yard. Tom Johnson played in the Arena League, the Canadian Football League. Played for the Philadelphia Soul, made the tackle.
Demetrius Bell at right tackle. Right guard, number 67. Dennis Kelly continued to struggle.
Eagles were able to run it well in the first half. Vick taking off. Michael Vick slides forward at the 33-yard line. Really dives forward. You go no huddle here now, John?
Got to hurry. I'm surprised Philadelphia isn't pushing the envelope a little bit. Here they go into the no huddle offense. Down 2 scores. Hard to do with a lot of guys out, but Philadelphia is looking at a real uphill climb inside of 8 minutes.
Third and 2, and Vick gets it to Jason Avant, who makes a man miss. Good first down play for Avant to the 41-yard line.
Another missed tackle by the Saint defense. Steve Spagnuolo's called a great game tonight. He's got New Orleans Saints in perfect position to make plays. This time it's number 24, Corey White. Missing a tackle. You have to have secondary people that can make one-on-one tackles against spread formations these days.
McCoy had the block on the defensive end. Vick made that all on his own. Out of bounds in front of Roman Harper, first down.
Michael Vick. You want to bench Michael Vick, you might have 10 sacks. McCoy comes across the formation for a pickup. No one blocks number 24. He makes Martez Wilson miss and gains 12 yards. He should have been hit 5 times.
I think 2 offensive linemen touched no one on that play. Inside of 7. Number 7 to McCoy. John McCoy looks really good tonight to the 29-yard line.
Pat and I recognize, I used to call that with Ricky Waters back in my days in Philadelphia. A little Texas route, halfback angle out of the backfield. Michael Vick throws it sidearm to sense a throwing lane. I guess you got to do that when you got 6-foot 10-inch left tackles and 6-foot 8-inch right guards.
Roman Harper down at the back end of that play. Injury timeout at 6:27 left in regulation.
If you want to be a winner, then get a turkey footlong from Subway. That's oven-roasted turkey, piled high with crisp veggies on freshly baked bread. So let's get out there and get those footlongs.
Now at Subway, buy 1 footlong in the app and get 150% off. Subway, eat fresh.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for him, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. Become a member. Get an insurance quote today.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a 4th ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
At Loan Depot, we know home means everything. As America's lender and the official mortgage provider of Major League Baseball, we fund more than 30,000 home loans each month, saving you money and providing mortgage solutions that are personalized, convenient, and fast, and tailored to the most important home team of all, yours. Give us a call at 844-751-LOAN or visit us online today. Loan Depot, home purchase, home refinance, and the official mortgage provider of Major League Baseball.
This is Martha's hometown. This is what Martha's Day looks like there. This is Martha 2 years ago. And this is how Martha lost 20 pounds on Noom.
I'm Martha Cameron.
Martha tried every way to get control of her weight.
These diets are all or nothing, and there's zero room for error. But
Noom was different for her because it uses psychology to, she'll say it better.
We can now kind of cook normal foods that we're all going to eat instead of whatever you're eating on these diets, you know?
Oh, we know, Martha. Sign up for Noom and lose the weight for good.
What does it take to challenge racial and economic injustice? It takes education. It takes awareness. It takes courage. The Equal Justice Initiative is dedicated to protecting human rights and reforming criminal justice. The more people that stand up, speak up, and have these conversations, the more change we will see. What does it take to stand up for every American? It takes me, it takes you, it takes all of us.
Next Monday night to the black and gold in Pittsburgh. Steelers at 5-3, the struggling Chiefs. Monday Night Football begins with Monday Night Countdown, 6:30 Eastern Time. We'll see Big Ben off the win over the Giants. First down, it's LaShawn McCoy with the run. 23-yard line. So McCoy, 20 touches, at 130 yards here on the night.
Blitzes continue, and just because you blitz doesn't mean you're okay in defending the run. The Saints have to be very careful that they shut these gaps down, even if they do blitz, because McCoy has gashed them a few times.
22 design run with Vick. McCoy able to get the block downfield, but Michael goes down after the first down is picked up at 16.
Plenty of time left. Philadelphia has really struggled, obviously, in the red zone. They need their best play selection. They must expect pressure. It's these red zone blitzes from New Orleans that have hurt Philly the most tonight.
16, it is Vick. End zone flick out of the end zone with Jackson blanketed by Patrick Robinson.
Earlier in the game, all-out blitz, double-edge pressure from New Orleans. They throw a little quick out to Selleck. To beat the blitz, ball's tipped, intercepted by Robinson, who races 99 yards. Then it's a 7-man blitz. You have a 5-man protection. You're going to be one short. Looks like Michael Vick never expected it. Pressures have killed Philadelphia. They better be alert for another one.
2nd and 10, direct snap taken by McCoy, trying to get to the edge. Nothing doing there. Corey White got past Jason Avant to help force it, and the big cleanup comes from Jonathan Casillas.
It's a great play by Corey White. You see Avant come in to try to block the perimeter. Doesn't happen. Mathis is the lead blocker, but number 24 beats Jason Avant. Big 3rd down. Andy Reid's in 4-down territory. Any kind of gain isn't a bad thing.
Oh. 3rd and 15. We go the other way. Let's see. We can talk about this. Perhaps 3rd and 5 instead.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense, number 94. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Cameron Jordan, who's had a couple of hits on Vick. That time gives him a 3rd and 5.
Take a look at it. You're the right tackle. You feel the neutral zone infraction. You start your pass set. 3rd and 5, and Philly has 4 downs. They had 2 downs to make 5 yards.
The receivers at the bottom and Brent Selleck, the tight end, at the top. Defended by Jabari Greer. Coming underneath is Selleck, who got the 1st down at the 5. White tried to rip it out, but couldn't get it. So 1st and goal, Philly, 4:25 to go. John, this is the 4th time the Eagles have had 1st and goal tonight.
And it's a nice job by the Eagles pass protecting. Selleck finally finds an opening in this New Orleans zone coverage and gets the 1st down to set Philly up with a big 1st and goal.
1st and goal has yielded -1 point for Philly. 2 field goals and 1 pick six the other way for New Orleans. Vick, Clay Harbor, the tight end, open field play. 3 times in a row. The rookie out of Sanford, Corey White, has been very good.
Boy, that screen didn't fool anybody that time.
We have a flag down.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense, number 77. 5-yard penalty. Still 1st down.
Demetrius Bell, the tackle in because Harrimans is hurt.
Demetrius Bell has really hurt the Eagles. I know he's playing right tackle, the former left tackle, but when it's a screen pass, you can't be downfield. And you see Demetrius Bell blocking downfield before the ball is thrown.
They'll give you 2 or 3 yards. Bell was down by the 1. Garth Felice, the umpire, saw it and called it. McCoy just out of his range as Casillas was waiting to make the hit.
It's the same pattern he caught earlier in this drive. Have to trust that the quarterback's not going to lay you out to dry. That time, McCoy started running before he caught the football. It's a common fault by most backs.
Bell. Again.
Ball start. Offense, number 77. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
There'll be more changes in Philadelphia on this offensive line if Demetrius Bell doesn't pick up his play. You have to have a tackle that can be a swing tackle in case someone goes down, and Demetrius Bell is that guy. You're paid to be the backup left tackle and the backup right tackle. You can't make penalties in these situations.
Howard Mudd, the veteran offensive line coach, watching it all. A 5-minute drive here. Got to get a touchdown, Philly. Vick down again. Cameron Jordan again.
Right side. That's the blind side of Michael Vick, guys. You're a left-handed quarterback. You can't see what's going on your blind side, and It's probably a good thing Michael Vick doesn't see it.
They victimized Bell again. It's 7 sacks now of Vick tonight. It's the most times he's been sacked. Ties the most. Sacked 7 times by the Giants when he was a Falcon in 06. So 3rd and goal. And the clock spinning. Vick throws, gets a bunch of yards back, fumbled but recovered by Selethen. He lost it again. And Issa Abdul-Quddus able to come up with it. Curtis Lofton made the first hit. The turnover will automatically be looked at. Plays 5 minutes 40 seconds. The Eagles once again get close, get nothing.
True change starts from within. The all-new NX. Reimagined from the inside out to be more in tune with you. Arriving this fall.
The Edge from Pizza Hut. It comes loaded with toppings all the way to the edge. For the crust, let's keep it real, thin, and crispy. Every bite is a masterpiece.
I really gotta get going, man.
The Edge is back. Get it before it's gone. No one outbeats the Hut.
Salad.
Yes.
David Baker from the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Oh my gosh.
The class of 2021 could be the greatest ever. Go online now to get your Hall of Fame exclusive enshrinement gear. Shop exclusive class of 2021 gear at profootballhof.com.
Shop exclusive class 21 gear, baby.
Tonight, I'll be eating fried avocado tacos.
Thank you.
Ooh, you gonna eat that at Leslie Palooza?
What?
Who's coming to that?
Everyone coming. Everybody. You, her, me, all of us.
For us, life is about winning, but it's also about playing. It's the Premier way. We don't skip a workout or a happy hour. Corona Premier is the lower carb, lower calorie beer for those who come to play. Make it Premier.
Hey football fans, Peyton and Cooper Manning here. If you like watching rival colleges going head-to-head, join us for our new show, Capital One College Bowl. Your 2-minute drill starts now. Poison Ivy.
Mars.
We got a ball game here, Coop. Yeah!
Prepare. UCLA, fight, fight, fight.
To get schooled.
Patella, Mexico.
Van Gogh.
24th Amendment. Confucius.
Absolute zero. Absolute zero is correct, which is what Cooper brings to this show.
Capital One College Bowl, hosted by Peyton Manning, premieres tonight on NBC.
Watch the Olympic Games on Xfinity. Root for Team USA and feel the energy. 7,000 plus hours of the Olympics on display. With Xfinity, you get every hour of every day. Different sports on different screens, you can watch it anywhere. And with the voice remote, you never have to leave your chair.
Show me Team USA.
All of this innovation could lead to some inspiration, and you might be the next one to represent our nation. This summer on your TV, tablet, or any screen, Xfinity is here to inspire your biggest dreams.
That was confirmed by the replay booth as a catch and a fumble. A lot going on in that play, and the bottom line is the Saints getting it to 7. Run by Ingram for 2 yards. Philadelphia's going to start using its timeouts here. They take one at 2:56. Let's go back to that last play, bring in Jerry Austin again.
The receiver gets the ball 2 feet on the ground, and then he turns to make a football move, and he's hit instantly when he turns. Then he goes to bring the ball in, and with his own hand, before he gains full control of the ball, he knocks it away. So we got a catch, fumble, and he does not control it on the ground.
So even though he's down there, Jerry, arms around it, being contacted by Lofton, because he doesn't control it on the ground, when it gets spit out of there, it's a fumble.
It's still a loose ball. It was never controlled.
All right, thank you, Jerry. And it's John Weselek and the rest of the Eagles, the night of the red zone nightmare. Been in there 4 times and come away with 2 field goals.
Called Selleck's number in the first quarter. It bounced off his hand. It was intercepted. He just turned it over there. Exactly right, Mike.
Philadelphia down to its final timeout, and the Saints will throw to Jimmy Graham. Pulled down by Akeem Jordan. Final timeout taken at 2:47 here by the Eagles. So to that point for Andy Reid's team, first and goal 4 times. They had 2 field goals, the 1 interception in the first quarter that went back for a touchdown, and that fumble lost. And the Philadelphia loss here gets them to 3-5, and this has been a big issue for this team. Those turnovers at the wrong time.
This NFC East, there's not a lot of happy campers in this division this weekend. Washington, a tough loss at home. The Giants got beat yesterday at home. Cowboys, tough loss last night. 9-7 won the East last year. The Giants, they won the World Championship. The Eagles are going to be 2 games behind New York, it looks like. Have some obvious things they need to clean up. The right tackle position on offense and their red zone will get some extra work this week.
Philly plays Dallas and Washington the next 2 weeks. Dallas 3-5, Washington 3-6, and the Eagles just a few minutes from 3-5. Toss to Ivory, just down inbounds, which is important for New Orleans. It's shy of the first down. It looks like they'll just take it right to the edge of the 2-minute warning before the play clock runs out.
How do you not like Chris Ivory? Some of these Saints, they come from nowhere. I think their best pass rusher, Junior Galette from, I don't even know where he's from. Stillman College. He got hurt earlier in the game. Ivory is from Tiffin College. I don't know where the Saints find their players.
Drew Brees is doing a good job here, John. He's working with the guys on the sideline. Got Joe Vitt to go down to just make sure they maximize the clock, and they didn't. They didn't get there in time. So Morstead kicks an absolute rocket that Johnson gets at the 20. It was a 63-yard punt that Johnson brought back to the 38-yard line. Brees, the absence of Sean Payton, is trying to help head coach the team. He's trying to get to Vitt and say, get it down to 2:01, take the timeout, then punt to maximize the other side of the 2-minute warning. Officially 66 on that massive kick by Morstead. Saints by 15.
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now I'm anything but lonely.
We have this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
Liberty Mutual customized car insurance, so you only pay for what you need. How much money can Liberty Mutual save you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2,807, $2,808. Yep, everything hurts.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago, in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzz warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome to the great unknown. You've packed up your things, turned off the lights for the last time, and now it's time for a whole new adventure behind a new front door.
We will win the ball game. But if you're gonna talk the talk, you gotta walk the walk. We used to do.
As we're breaking the huddle, he's like, Dwight, be ready.
He throws into the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown! San Francisco!
down 15. Looks like they're on the way to 3-5. Nobody's had a better winning percentage in Eagles history. Andy Reid's only had 2 losing seasons in his first 13 and been to the playoffs 9 times. He stacks with the top names in the business right now. Bill Belichick, second to Bill in active head coach's division titles. One behind multiple Super Bowl champs Belichick and Coughlin in playoff wins. But his team has been handed the 8-8 unacceptable ultimatum from the owner, Jeffrey Lurie, in August this year. And if they don't make a massive comeback here, they'll need to go 6-2 to have a winning record this season. Jason Avant shy of midfield. No timeouts left. There's Jeffrey Lurie.
I hope you have a good contingency plan if you let Andy Reid out of here, because I just saw those graphs just like you did. He's done some phenomenal things in Philadelphia. Don't forget what he's been through this year, Mike Eder.
Scrambling out of bounds. Of course, you referred to the death of his son, Garrett, who had undergone a very public battle with substance abuse and was found at their camp at Lehigh in Pennsylvania back in August, a heroin overdose.
Been here a long time, and Philadelphia went another direction. I can just hear the cheering in Washington and Dallas and New York. They don't want Andy Reid in the NFC East.
30 left. Vic throwing complete to Selleck. Lofton tackles him at the 38-yard line. Eagles open 3-1. They beat Cleveland, Baltimore by a point, beat the Giants as well. But they've lost their last 3 to Pittsburgh. As we get into the GMC postgame coming up on SportsCenter as soon as we're done. Blew the 10-point lead with 5 minutes to go at home to the Lions. On to the 26. No timeouts. Under 60 seconds. Eagles trying to somehow get to the end zone, get a score, try an onside kick. Vic taking a shot out of the end zone. Deshaun Jackson pulls up.
Look on the other sideline, you see head coach Joe Vitt. What a year it's been for him. Sean Payton's the head coach. Joe Vitt becomes the head coach during training camp. He hands it over to Aaron Kromer for the first 6 weeks. Now Joe Vitt's back. You just don't put on a headset and show up on game day and be a head coach. Joe Vitt's missed a lot of time. He's missed the daily working with these Saint players. What a phenomenal person that guy is. He's beat cancer twice. He's quite a story. If you don't know Joe Vitt, get to know him.
34-year NFL coaching veteran, Selleck the catch. Inbounds to 15, 30 seconds, tumbling clock.
Great coaches, they prepare their teams and they present their game plans. These two guys, I had a great experience working with Andy Reid and Joe Vitt. Man, do they prepare, and they can really present their game plans to their teams. Great salesmen of their football. They've done it forever. It's just too bad one of these two teams has to lose tonight, but I really credit the work Joe Vitt, Drew Brees, and the Saints have done in an unbelievable, maddening season.
The 15. Vick's pass to Clay Harbor is incomplete.
This red zone film, I'll tell you though, Mike, this is going to be burned. This is going to be at the bottom of one of those bridges in Philadelphia. They've dropped passes, they've missed blocks, they've failed in pass protection. Unbelievable the yardage that the Eagles can rack up. 450 yards tonight and 13 points.
8 games in a row that New Orleans has allowed over 400 yards. That's never happened in NFL history. Vick off the hands of Avant and incomplete. We'll have 4th and 10 coming with 14 seconds left.
The Eagles need to catch the playmaking fever. No one has made a great catch, a phenomenal run in a long time in the red zone. Balls are bouncing off people's hands. The Eagles need to find Macklin's magic, Deshaun Jackson. They need to catch the fever, the playmaking fever in a hurry.
Vick. And it ends that way. 447 yards, 272 throwing, but 7 sacks of Michael Vick tonight. The Eagles will fall to 3-5, and the Saints will improve to 3-5. The Eagles brought it to the Saints 6, the 4, the 7, the 5, and the 15. So 5 times they had it inside the 15-yard line, and only 2 field goals to show for it.
All of a sudden, New Orleans has won 3 out of 4. And they know they have a lot of work to do, but as long as they have this quarterback and this nucleus of skilled players, hard to bet against them.
Drew Brees has put a lot on his shoulders in the absence of his head coach, Sean Payton. With the suspension, they get their general manager, Mickey Loomis, back as his 8-game suspension comes to an end, and Mickey will be back in the office tomorrow morning trying to put together the pieces of a Saints team that's